Proudly brought to you in living color.
I like going.
It's Sunday afternoon, so it's time for Doc's Kid Party. Join Doc, co-host Jeff Kendall, and the guests
That's
for
me.
2+ hours of fun, frivolity, and baby fisticuffs. And now, here he is, your host, Doc Dickus.
Boom. Yes. Hello out there. It's Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock. For those of you tuning in late and don't know what time this thing usually starts, eh? Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes. Where there's fun and frivolity and maybe fisticuffs. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I'm here. I'm Doc Dickus, and yes, I am struggling to start it again. Yes. But I think it's going now. Yeah, I think it's going now. Look, Jeff Kendall's here. Say hi, Jeff.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm here.
And Tim Allen's here. Say hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
There you go. There we go.
We're here.
Yeah, we got all kinds of people over there waiting to see us do our stuff. James Farley's there.
Mhm.
And is that a new T-shirt? No, I've had this for a while.
For a while. I like that shirt. Yeah.
It was at the bottom of the pile. It says, which one haven't I worn for a while? Oh, this one. Okay. Yeah. So I grabbed that out of the bottom. And for all those people who are watching us, hitting all the wrong buttons like usual, this one.
I bid you welcome.
Someday I'll learn how to use this thing. Okay. Okay, so now we have a show.
We do. It's
Pretty much.
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, yeah.
How's the week been going?
Well, I had my eyes operated on this week.
Oh, yeah, you had your eyes lasers.
Yeah. And are they any better? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think so.
I'm glad the guy didn't sleep.
Now we got floaters. Okay?
Yeah.
It looks like a fly's going by, and I'm going like, oh, that's just a figment of my imagination. So I don't know. So I had that. Wait a minute, we have another joiner. It's FitToBe tie-dye.
All right, yes. So
You're late.
Yeah, well, you know.
And now that we have 4 people, let's ask the question. What? I'm a fan of Doc's Yellow Submarine T-shirt.
Yeah, me too. I kind of like it too.
Yeah, her.
So
Yeah.
do you have X-ray vision now?
No.
Yeah.
As I said a second ago, I don't think they've changed really, except they've got floaters. And I didn't get a ride there or back. I walked the whole shebang all the way from home.
So how long do they point that thing in your eye?
As long as it takes to get the.
No, I mean for you. 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Maybe 5. I don't know. I didn't really count.
Boy, that's quick.
But, this eye was the one he worked on the most.
Okay.
So he's sitting there, zap, 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 zap.
I did my own eyes with a laser pointer.
There you go. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, we got 4 people here, so we should get 4 different opinions on Ringo Starr's new song, Thankful. How many have heard it? Everybody? Okay, good. Jeff Kendall, start us off.
Well, it's a Ringo song, you know.
Yeah, that's basically it, yeah.
Country album, yeah. It's a Ringo song.
Mm-hmm.
It's not outstanding and it's not terrible. It's a Ringo song. So yeah.
Exactly. So like it's a pass. It's a C.
Probably 10, probably 7.5. You know, pretty good.
Now wait a minute. Groovy, Lisa. What do you mean you haven't heard it? Thankfully,
Probably online, Lisa. Just punch it up.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
only like 3.5 minutes or something.
That's okay.
Out
It's a
of
Ringo
life.
song,
Hey,
yeah. Mhm.
come on, you
Yeah.
can set aside some time for it. But
Mhm.
okay, Ollie says, I listened once and it's kind of tepid. Maybe as an album close. Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily supposed to be a single.
Well,
Yeah.
I
it
don't think
is
it's
the
necessarily
album
a
closer.
filler.
It
Oh,
is
is
the
it?
album closer, and that's the only
Mhm.
reason I give it a pass.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it wasn't nearly as good as the first one, and I'm like, and then they start singing about peace and love again, and I'm like, oh God.
I'm
But then,
thankful for
then I found out that this is the album closer, and I guess for the album closer, he can sing about peace and love if he wants to.
Mhm.
So I give him a pass on that. But that's the only reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so would you give it like a C or a D or a E or
Yeah, it's
C plus for me. B minus, C
It's
plus.
just good is about half of the songs on the EPs he's been doing lately. It's just typical Ringo. Unfortunately, I mean, the first one was very different from what he's been doing. So
Well, he's trying to get the country charts,
this one isn't. So
because his last country hit was that duet with Buck Owens, because they redid "Act Naturally," and that
gosh, that's decades ago.
no, that was a hit on the country charts. So
Okay, well, yeah. So now I forgot what that first single was.
yeah, me too.
I get in one ear out the other, I guess, right? Mr. Tie Dye, what do you think of the new Ringo song?
I've only heard it once, so I don't want to be too judgmental. I first impressions is it's a filler track.
Mm.
It's pretty standard country message, not really anything innovative about it. Didn't particularly get caught by the melody or anything like that. To me, it sounds like a filler track. Not as pleasing as the first one, I would say. I think it's fair.
Yeah,
but it won't discourage me from buying the album. That's for sure. So I'd call it a filler track, and it's pretty hard to come up with an album that's going to be full of hits unless it's a greatest hits album. So
even those have clinkers on.
It's not a turn off, and like I said, I heard it once. I suspect it'll be a song that I'll appreciate more in the context of the album rather than just as a standalone track. It's one of those types of tracks. Well, it's one of those types of tracks that you really need to hear in the context of the album to maybe appreciate it. That's what I would say about it.
Yeah.
Well, it had some fiddles on it. I appreciated that.
Well, it said it was with Alison Krauss, but I need to listen again because I didn't really hear much Alison.
She's just doing backup vocals. She's singing along with him.
So to me, it's sort of like, well, when you say it's with Alison Krauss, you expect her to be doing some of the lead vocal, but that didn't happen.
And maybe she's playing on it too, because she's
maybe I don't know, but it's a filler track. That's what I'll say about it.
So maybe Ringo doesn't want to release the better stuff first, in fact, so that
I don't know. I think it's just to keep interest in it, and it is country, So country not being my favorite form of music, I'll acknowledge that. So maybe it might hit a country lover a lot more strongly than it hit me, and that's cool. That's fine.
I thought it was okay. Nothing to turn me off, like, oh, this is stupid or anything like that. It was pleasant, and I liked the fiddles, as I said. And I thought, oh, they're trying to harken back to old country type thing. It's not really a modern sounding song, I guess, or it's in the production, I guess, right? Like they could have more guitars and try to make it more modern and stuff, but I didn't think they did. And it was pleasant enough, but yeah, thank you. One listener was enough. I said, okay, I heard it. Thank you.
I wonder if Robert Plant's doing background vocals as well.
Ooh, special guest star. Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, but
I don't
even
think
though
I don't think David Gilmour's on it though.
no, he can't even get on the Rick Beato channel. No.
Mm.
But yeah, as to having like featuring Alison Krauss, I really didn't notice any Alison Krauss on there.
The same with
Like
me.
they're locked in a closet or something like that. Or it was basically Kraussless.
Well, when you
she's
put
on
that
that.
as sort of like a headline in there, you would expect to hear her explicitly. You know, like
Yeah.
it's like Elton John with whoever with Kicking
I
Deep,
never-
for example. You know,
I was expecting it to be wet, and
But
was
I didn't
actually
hear-
happy
Mhm.
that there
I
wasn't.
didn't hear much Alison Krauss in it. And again, first only one listen, so.
Mhm. Yeah, I think me too. I want to hear the new Ringo song. Okay, well, it's Ringo.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah. Well, once it came up and they're recommended, it's goody. I'll listen to this. And it's like 3.5 minutes, and poor Lisa says, "I'm not listening to that for 3.5 minutes." Like, oh, come on. Like,
That's her problem. It's like,
all our problem.
why not listen to it? You've prejudged it without listening to it. I don't get that, but that's fine.
Well, that's the modern way. You don't watch anything or listen to it.
No, you
before
form
review
prefab
it. You just
opinions.
review it and tell everybody it's terrible, so nobody buys it.
No, I know.
And then the country fails. That's what you do these days.
Go to hell in a handbasket just because you don't hear the new Ringo.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like to say anything about music if I haven't heard it. So
Like I said, it's okay. I like the duet with David Gilmour and his daughter doing vocals a lot better.
What? I prefer the new George country song.
I haven't heard that one.
Okay, haven't heard that one.
Oh,
You're probably talking about the one that he wrote for
the
Ringo.
new song for yeah.
Sail Away Raymond.
Oh, yeah.
That's from the box set.
Sunshine Life for Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
I actually liked Ringo's version better.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Ringo's vocal was better on it than George's.
It's a Ringo song. That's a Ringo song.
Yeah.
Same track otherwise, just a different vocal.
Yeah, and plus that's this version we've been hearing for over 50 years, right? So I mean, it's gonna be
it's not very.
that. Yeah. Oh.
Ooh. Are you 80 and feeling great?
Yeah, I feel great.
There you go.
I'm gonna jump up in my chair.
Yeah.
What's the commercial I saw this week for one of those I think it's the sit down thing and you pedal. Like, it's underneath my desk and my coworkers don't even know, or something like that. And then it shows this guy going out to get his mail and he does a little
Yeah.
Stop that.
Anything.
You're not in your 80s.
Oh, I saw that commercial like when I was in mom jail, like a long time ago. That commercial was on.
Yeah, well, I seen it this week. What the hell?
Maybe he's got a twitch now.
Now he has. It's a wonder he didn't fall down and go, oh! Oh, gosh.
That didn't hurt me before.
Okay, so anyway, the consensus seems to be that it's an okay song. It's nothing to, get like, oh boy, this is the best song ever.
I'm not going to judge the album based on a filler track,
No, but I think if it was recorded slightly different instrumentally, it would be just like everything else Ringo's been doing lately. That's my problem with it. There wasn't really much country about it, except the instrumentation was a little bit country.
Well, I think the sentiment was country-ish, but
but the whole peace and love thing, he's been doing that for the last 20 years.
Well, come to expect it.
I hadn't noticed.
Take a break from it.
There's a whole album. What was there, like 10 songs on it?
He should shake it up and start talking about love and peace.
There you go.
I think there's 11. I think there's 11, and this is the last one apparently. So that's a good thing. That
The last album.
no, the last song on the album
last
is
song, okay.
released. It is.
Is it in colored vinyl? I'm not buying it if it's not in colored vinyl.
Yeah, it'll be black.
Excellent. All
Yeah,
right.
that's color.
Okay. Next thing.
Next thing.
Next thing. I got to- Next. Okay.
Next.
Okay. I saw a video in my recommended. Some guy was trying to say albums that you're embarrassed to own.
Oh, I've had a few of those.
I ignore that because I don't think you should. If you like something, you like it, and you shouldn't be embarrassed to own it or listen to it or anything.
Well,
Be you.
I was what's the word, like about it, like upset, because in the thumbnail he says albums you are embarrassed to own.
Oh.
How dare he?
Well, I started that apparently. That's my fault.
Well, not exactly is this the point, but this is his thumbnail.
Well, that's that.
Albums you are
But see,
embarrassed to own.
he doesn't get it. He doesn't get that it's okay to like what you like, even if it's
Well, it depends on what part of life
if you like.
you're in,
You
right?
like it. It's okay.
If you're in high school and you're trying to be cool, you don't want to tell people you own Partridge Family
Yeah,
albums.
that's
No. You're just being no.
Well, you're going to have some of the best musicians in the world playing on them, so I'm not sure it sucks is the right word.
Yeah, you can't discount the musical ability of Suzanne Crowe. Not at all.
Oh, that's tambourine, yeah.
Well, you name me one better tambourine player. Name me one.
She's versatile too. She plays the triangle.
Wait a minute. I can name a better tambourine player
He's
than
a multi-instrumentalist.
Davy
Sure.
Jones.
Davy Jones or maybe Gene Clark. Gene Clark before he left the Birds.
Yeah, but Davy's not known for his tambourine playing.
Gene Clark did. Yeah.
Right? So, that's not really that's not an apples to apples comparison.
I don't think she could have been Carol Brady because I think
that would have been interesting.
I think the
Did
Brady
turn it down.
production.
She did turn it down. That was in the Brady book I read. She did turn it down.
He wasn't offered the role.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. She did.
I got David Cassidy. There's one good song on it.
She didn't. She thought the show was hokey and not cool, and she thought she didn't want to. And it wasn't people. A lot of people said, well, she didn't want to play the mother of all those kids, but she played the mother of just one less a year later. So that wasn't it.
But she got to see them.
But you see, she saw the success of the Brady Bunch, and she figured, I can cap it on that too.
That could be part of it, but it was a cooler show, I think. Better scripts, more interesting, and. But apparently she didn't even know David Cassidy was in it when she signed on, and found out later that she'd be working with her.
Well, he didn't know she was in it. He showed up for the audition, and she was there, and he said, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah, but she didn't know that he was. She didn't know.
Of course, they weren't. He wasn't living with her anyway.
No.
Yeah, he's old. He was with his mom at that point, I think. Because he was like, 18, 19? He was still pretty young.
Yeah, I think he was. He might have been 20 by the time it started. Maybe.
Yeah.
He did a couple of things before.
He was playing like 16 when it started.
Yeah,
so he wasn't 16. He was older.
Mm-hmm. Like they always get older actors to play younger people.
Right.
Yeah.
Like even Burt Ward was like 23 playing 15s.
15, 16-year-old kid.
Yeah, so whatever. But I was insulted by this guy holding up that album as, I'm embarrassed to own this. Like, how dare you? Geez.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
It's there. So
Third thing,
mhm.
did anybody see the latest Matthew Street video?
I don't think I did. No. What's that one about?
It's all about the Beatles Tell All.
Well,
It's all that.
Yeah,
This one.
had they already? Oh, that album.
This one.
I nearly bought that once.
I
I
have one.
have it, but it's bootleg. Most of them are bootleg. All
yeah.
that
Oh, yeah,
document
my record
bootleg.
store. I think they still have it actually on VJ.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
still
Most of
there.
them are bootleg.
But it was a later pressing, like it was like a 70s pressing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, I nearly
boots.
bought it, but I thought, wasted $20.
Oh, look, there's Robert P.
In the middle of making meatloaf.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
That'd be good.
Is it
Enjoy.
going to be a singing meatloaf or just a one you eat?
Yes.
Well, anyway, Matthew Street's video was about that album. And look at the bootlegs I've got. Oh my gosh, no, like this one is, it says it's on VJ, but it's got a black label. This one says it's on VJ, but it's the label says Charlie Records
Mhm,
and
mhm.
all that kind of stuff. But someone named Anthony sent him one in the mail. So VCLT, he opens it up and he's got it again. And this time it's a real one. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
I
think
know.
every VJ album made has been bootlegged multiple times.
I'm sure. Mhm.
Yeah, so like there, whoops, there. So there it is. See that? Take a good look. Take a good look.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what a real
All new.
That-
All new
that-
looking.
That's
I don't
a
know why now I've seen it.
Mm-hmm. So like he says, and it even has stereo on the top.
That
Okay.
looks
Well, that's
legit.
Original copy in that great condition.
Well, who'd play it? They should all be in. He
Yeah.
played it once, maybe, and then he put it away, and that's it. You know.
But look at, I got one too. Yay!
Oh,
Yay!
The real one.
all right. I can tell just by the label that yours is
Exactly.
legit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a legitimate one.
It's a match. It's a match.
No, it's not.
So yes, I
Colors
got
aren't right on the label. It's very hard to bootleg that label. The colors never look right.
Mm. And if Robert P is still out there, and I hope he is, it comes with a price tag on it. So they said,
There's no
There it is.
speaking, or there's no music on it, is there? Is
I
it
might have to make myself
No.
I
fix
don't
it.
think that's all interviews in it. That's
just
fine.
all speaking?
Mhm.
Which kind of makes you ask the question, well, why is it stereo when all they're doing is talking?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
stereo.
I don't know.
kinda
But
strange.
$5.
it's,
Yeah, it's
I
not-
probably paid about
Three.
$1.99 for mine when I bought it. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah, my record store wanted like $20 for it. They're not paying $20 for
Three.
that.
No,
They get
it's-
that.
Mhm.
I will say it's better than the Beatles story. It's
Oh
more.
yeah.
I've heard that.
Oh.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, but look and see. It's $3 from Robert P's record store.
Oh
Oh,
okay.
wow.
I bought it from Robert P's record store.
So my record store yesterday, I was there, and they had the Beatles story on a red Target label, and they
We
were
had a-
asking like $100 for it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm not paying $100 for that.
That's
I already have it. I already had it. I think I paid $20 for it. So
That's the only album I don't think I have a copy of right now. Is the Beatles.
I could send you one if you want one.
No, I don't. I'm good.
Robert P had a whole crate of them. Wow. So $3, you could have one.
You might need another one now.
No. 2-day records are indestructible.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you gotta love this show. You never know what.
I was just going to wreck it trying to put it
I was
into
gonna
a CD.
say, jeez.
Okay, because see, we're losing viewers, so you got to do something.
So that was number 3. What's number 4?
Yeah. Oh. Watch where you step. Okay.
So did you watch Parlogram auction or Parlophone today? Parlophone guy?
Really? No, not today.
He didn't do the Beatles. He did. There's Rhino's released a new
Crosby, Stills,
recording
Nash
of
and
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, a live recording
Mhm.
from the Fillmore East. So I ordered it already. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. So It's like if you've ever heard Four-Way Street, which is an outstanding live album. I guess it's from an earlier tour. It was recorded like about a month after Woodstock, something like that. Month and a half after Woodstock. So I'm really looking forward to it because those guys live, the vocal. He was saying the vocals are just incredible, and it's all analog. It's AAA right across the board. Because that's Neil Young, right? He would insist on that. But apparently Neil Young and Stephen Stills have put it together, and they picked one of the concerts from one of the evenings, and that's what they released. So they put it out on Rhino. So hopefully that's on its way because I really want to hear that. That's really it's a great album. Like their Four-Way Street was a great album. So
sounds good. Yeah.
In the meantime, let's go around the horn and let's see what everybody bought this week.
Oh,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay.
Hang on. New joiner. Hello,
Come, Jorgen. Hey, Jorgen.
Hello.
Hey,
What's up?
man.
Good evening. Good evening.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a copy of this here?
If you turn it right, I can read.
Oh, there's another guy here.
Yes, Jorgen here.
Do you have one of these, Jorgen?
No, I never seen that one.
No. Oh, wow. They don't have this.
Lucky you.
Ooh. Well, okay.
Hi, Ollie. Hi, Ollie.
Yes. Robert P's got to go finish the meatloaf.
Don't burn your meatloaf, Robert. Yeah, that's
Come
dinner.
on back. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like what everybody has to do.
It would have sounded a little bit morbid if he said, "I got to finish meatloaf."
Yeah.
No, he's still
You can't
making
beat meatloaf with pork and beans and mashed potatoes, man. That's a great meal. Can't beat that. And,
Remember that this coming Thanksgiving.
yeah.
It was better than
Meatloaf with pork and beans and mashed potatoes.
And
Nom, nom, nom.
and by the way, I run out of Yop, so I went to buy some more. And they raised the price of them. They were 99 cents.
Oh,
Now they're $1.39.
you see, you're buying them all, Doc.
Outrageous.
I know. So I bought a lesser, cheaper brand.
You're
You're gonna regret it.
you bought
So I
fake.
got- I've got Den on Go.
Are you sure that's
Featuring
not?
minions. It's got minions on the label.
Are you sure that's not bath oil?
Yeah, it could be bubble
It
bath.
looks like stuff you pour in your bath to make it fuzz. Make
Strawberry freezes.
Yeah, you sure it's not
Yeah.
bubble bath?
It, yeah, bubble bath. That's what I mean.
Bubble bath.
It looks like bubble bath.
Shake it up
That's
good.
gonna be foaming at the mouth in a minute.
Yeah.
It looks like something you feed your 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, they like the minions.
Well, we are talking about Doc, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I got Den on Go because of
Then and go. Okay.
75 cents.
well, and how much was it?
75 cents.
Yeah, that's good.
A bargain then.
I hope that's as good as Yop.
Well, I hope so. I'll find out. I got the strawberry one.
Oh,
We'll talk about the
strawberry
look on his
go.
face when he takes his first gulp.
Yop to go.
Mm.
So no more Yop.
Have that button ready for 911. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have Yop. I've got Den on.
Then
Den on. I don't know what it's called.
Danon.
On with the show.
Yeah, we got the great.
Kendall, what do you have that you bought this week?
What is it?
What do you have that you bought this week?
Well, my Goodwill store came through. I got 5 items for $1 a piece.
No
I
kidding.
like finding stuff for $1.
So do I.
You know, all these kinds of hits.
Oh,
I
a handful.
was looking for. I know. These were 99 cents a piece.
Holy
I found the Little River Band, 99 cents.
Best
And
of.
I found a really good John Lennon. This was a rebuy. A really good John Lennon comp, 99 cents. I want to get both of the 80s Yes albums. I have Big Generator. I want 90125. This one was 99 cents.
Oh, Grant.
And last but not least, I found 2 of the 20th Century Masters comps. I got the Scorpions, and I also have the Atlanta Rhythm section.
Woo.
So everything came to $5.
$1 a piece. Wow.
There's
$1
And they threw in a cat.
Then they throw in a cat for good measure. Have a kitty as well.
Yeah, this week, 3 cats with every purchase.
Yes, with every purchase.
All right. Buy anything?
I don't have anything. I bought nothing.
What? You're
Next.
fired.
Yes.
Okay, well, I got a few things.
Mr. Gurr, what have you got?
So I don't know if I showed this to you live last week. Did I?
Ooh. Oh.
I know I showed it to you guys.
Ooh. Ooh.
But I bought this yesterday. It's an upgrade because one was kind of like it had been played on really crappy turntables. It was kind of scratchy. So this is an upgrade. It's on the original label.
Oh, Electra.
But the thing is mint. Like if you, I don't know if you can tell here, but why am I blurry? There. But it's in really mint shape. So I thought it was there, and I thought, well, it's an upgrade. Let's think of it as an upgrade. So
I think that's a compilation, isn't it?
It's a compilation.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Before LA Woman. It's from 1970.
Is that the one with Backdoor Man?
You can see the song titles there.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of.
It's got Backdoor Man on it.
Whoa, yeah!
And that's on us. Backdoor Man. On us.
Oh, please.
The Doors do it a little bit better.
Yeah, but they do.
And then they have upstairs in the record store. They have the dollar bins. So these are bargains. But, you get most people won't because it's classical. But there's Cannon and Concerto for Trumpet. So I thought got it for $1. It's on the RCA Classic label, Red Seal label, and it looked pretty good too for $1. I'll buy that for $1.
Good job.
And then another one. This is Canadian Brass. That's my uncle was in that group, so
it's got the gold seal of approval.
That's my uncle right there.
Oh, wow!
And I get royalty payments. He passed away in 2009. I get.
That's why you bought it.
So we're me and my siblings were his heirs. We get royalty payments from my uncle's Canadian Brass days. So yeah, I picked that up. It was sitting there looking lonely, and it said to me, "Take me home, take me home."
Me.
So it's on CBS. Yeah, and
CBS Canada. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So that's my stuff for this week.
Okay.
Wow. Yoo-hoo.
Jorgen, nothing new?
Jorgen says no.
Nothing new?
Nothing.
I have a little strange economy right now, so records is not my main priority for the coming week. So nothing new.
Life is more of a priority right now, like rent, food, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
And you're next?
I bought something for $1.
$1.
$1.
I like finding stuff for $1.
Jeff Lynne's Armchair Theater.
Jeff Lynne. Okay, it's solo album.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For $1. The only trouble is when I got home, I already had it.
You have it already. Yeah.
I haven't heard that one.
You know that.
ELO? Does it sound like ELO? I haven't heard that one.
Yes, everything Jeff Lynne does sound like you, which is not terrible.
Yeah.
No.
But I mean, like, I thought, do I have this at home?
And now you have 2 copies.
It's only $1. I'll take a chance. If I got it, I got it. If I don't,
now you can play both sides at once.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
that album with it. It's that album with every little thing and so on.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah. First song. However, when I got home, I already had it. Womp womp. So I'm going to put this in my trade pile next time I go to the record store for.
Yeah.
Putting a CD changer, you don't have to flip it.
Yeah.
I think that CD is available in the second box set of ELO albums.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one is the early ones. The second one is that one and 4 of the later albums.
Oh.
Okay, but I had it already, so like, wow. Whoa.
Boy. I think you have 1 copy
Yes.
There's one for the dumpster.
Only one copy for Jeff Lynne.
Their people know how Doc treated his records.
Doc's going to throw that in the dumpster, and then next week he'll go out and dumpster diving and say, "Hey, look what I found."
But I got it. Yeah.
I'm so lucky. But no, I already had it. So like, it was only $1. Jeez.
Yeah, that's I call those the Lost Wilburys albums. After the Wilburys made their first album, pretty much all of them went and made an album, and they're all like between the first and the second. Those are like the Lost Wilbury albums.
I tested it out. It worked fine. It wasn't like it was really marked up and didn't play right. It was fine.
Before you tossed it and bounced it 3 times off the floor, it worked fine.
Yeah, it doesn't bounce very well. So like I should take it back. It bounces correctly.
Sorry.
Didn't I tell you it was frivolous in here, people?
Yeah.
So we got the Grey Cup out here today, and I guess Vancouver's just a big mess now because of it. So
can't they get that cup a different color? I don't like gray.
Yeah, I felt the Grey Cup. I had my picture taken with it once. The guy who place kicked for the Argonauts. This is back when John Candy owned them. He was a teacher. He was a teacher in the off season. So he brought the year they won the Grey Cup. He brought it to the school and that I was teaching at, and we all got our pictures taken with it. The Grey Cup. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Well, you're talking to a bunch of Americans and one guy from Sweden who are going like.
Well, the Grey Cup's our national football championship.
Oh, okay.
It's our pro league in Canada.
Yeah, like they probably don't even know what the Stanley Cup is.
Stanley Cup is ice hockey, isn't it?
Woo! Good for you, Jorgen. 10 points.
It's a great big punch bowl. I don't know.
We got a lot of Swedish players.
Everybody a great big punch bowl after they won a hockey game, but they do.
Well, it's a cup.
Apparently, it's the oldest trophy in North American professional sports.
There you go.
Yeah, it's going back to like the 1890s or something. It's
one team member used it for like a baptism for his kid.
Oh, it's gone through all kinds of things. That thing.
It's in a swimming pool.
It was left on a curb in Montreal one night. They took it to the bar and they forgot to put it in the cab, and it sat in the curb. Whoa! He picked it up and turned it in. That's when it was just a bowl. What you see on top, that's what it was. Everything else they've added since, right? But it was just this bowl. What it was.
A punch bowl.
It's basically a small punch bowl.
After the very first hockey championship, they're like, "Oh, we should give them something." So he sends his wife into the kitchen, and she finds, "Oh, you can give him this."
It was Lord Stanley, who's Stanley Park, which is a big park in Vancouver. That's who it was named after. He was our Governor General. And he donated it as a trophy for hockey, and that's what they've. And the funny thing is, the NHL doesn't actually own it, which is kind of funny. But they claim it as their trophy, but they don't actually own it. It's like it belongs to the Hockey Hall of Fame. I think is the official owner of it now. But yeah.
Yeah, but there's like how many Stanley Cups and only one real one? So like there's
I've heard that too, but they say no, there's only one. But I've heard that myth where they have different ones that they
like ones that they tour around.
That's never been proven. I think that's false. They've only got the one as far as I know.
I've been to the Hockey Hall of Fame before, and they're just sitting there like it's.
Well, that's the real one. If it's not there, then it's out being awarded to a team. The only time it's not there is when the playoffs or the finals are on. But it's there the rest of the time.
Or somebody's using it as a wedding gift or something like that.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I've heard that myth too, but I don't. That's never been proven that there's more than one. It's just that's the only one that has ever been identified.
Wow.
So
See,
it's like they say in Canada, guys, we have 2 seasons, summer and hockey.
it's true.
Okay.
So you can't say you don't learn anything watching this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Interesting.
we are not dumb.
We will learn you something if you watch. It's like, I should have like an EI.
Whether you want to know it or not.
Like everything on Sunday morning has this EI in the corner. Like, you're going to learn something off of this if you're not careful. Golly.
Good.
I know. I used to watch Fat Albert. You know, had all these life lessons in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, life lessons from Bill Cosby. What's wrong with this picture?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't listen to his own life lessons.
No, he didn't practice what he preached anyway.
And where is he today?
Apparently he's 91 now or something. He's
Yeah.
running over 90.
He's
Yeah.
getting up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
geez.
started back in the 50s as a stand-up.
Oh dear. We're talking about near dead people. Maybe we should see who
Who
died.
died this-
Who died this week? Peter Seinfeld. Oh, Sinfield. Oh, well,
Here's a lyricist.
Oh, is
yeah.
it?
And he was a what do you call it? The founding member of King Crimson.
Yeah. And he also
Oh.
wrote some lyrics for ELP, I believe.
Yeah.
No,
Well, you
no.
can say Rush wrote the. I mean,
Okay.
crap. Neil Peart wrote the lyrics for Rush, so it's kind of the same idea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, he contributes, and he was a founding member. So the other people who couldn't write songs or lyrics, he wrote the lyrics,
Mhm.
performed. And Peter Sinfield, there you go, died this week at 80 years old.
Mhm.
No, Mr. Piffles.
Oh, I forgot about Mr.
No, Mr. Piffles.
Oh no,
Oh.
I'm sorry. Oh,
Mr. Piff.
forgot. Dang. I know if we had the squirrel last week,
Oh yeah.
Mr.
there's
Piffles.
no reason why Mr. Piffles could have been on here. So I'm
It's
like,
very sad.
I blew it.
Um,
well.
Can I say something serious here for a minute? Since we're talking about death and stuff, there was a very sad death. I don't know how many people know, but Matt from Pop Goes the City 60s lost his wife,
Yeah. That's a
and that is very sad.
Mhm.
He
Yeah,
was
he
having-
posted a video yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's a video that everybody should watch, and it's very
Mhm.
sad.
And leave a
Send their
support
condolences
comment as well.
Yeah,
and
I left condolences on
I
the
left
podcast.
a comment.
it's very sad.
Mhm.
Robert P. was there, and yeah, it's very sad because I guess they'd only been together like 6 years or something, and they were
Yeah.
only married for a couple. They just got married here a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
but she was fighting, the cancer for quite a
Yeah.
while, I guess.
That is sad news.
Yeah.
That is sad, yeah.
Ollie wants to know who is Mr. Piffles and who better to explain
He's
this than
from
Alan.
your country. Well, his owner is anyway. Mr. Piffles is Piff the Magic Dragon's magic dog.
Hmm.
And Mr. Piffles died. And he's very sad about it, actually.
Yeah, I could have put that on the death of the weekend.
Mr.
There you
Piffles.
go,
Yeah.
Mr. Piffles.
Darn.
Yeah.
So if you've ever seen a magic dragon in anything, you've probably seen Mr. Piffles because he's always there with
And all you need to do is watch him once and he'll be on your recommended list forever.
Yes,
I know. So some things you just can't get rid of, like Professor of Rock.
well, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
That's true. But some things like I don't watch, but they still come up in my recommended
Oh
list.
yeah, no, I've never watched the Professor of Rock in my life, and I get every one of his videos in my feed, and I'm like, I don't know why. I've never done one
I don't
ever.
know why. So
I send them over to you.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Ah, Mr. Meatloaf.
Yeah, I did
Hey,
put
what's up?
Robert. I
Mr.
did put
Piffle,
R.I.P. Mr. Piffles on my latest podcast at the beginning.
Okay.
So.
Hello, everybody.
Like I said,
Hey.
Robert, it was good that you said that you finished the meatloaf and not you finished meatloaf. Will sound a little bit weird.
I wanted to finish it because I leave it. What I do is I mix everything up and I leave it sit for like 15, 20 minutes while it's kind of like, you have eggs in it. You got whatever kind
Yeah,
of,
it's got to cool off a bit. Yeah.
you let it set. And then I go make 3 littler meatloafs about that big each on the tray, 2 here and 1 that way. Cause I like the crust, like the nice crusty meatloaf. I want it to get nice and burnt. If you make a big meatloaf, it burns just the edges.
So I was saying earlier, Robert, that the best meal is meatloaf with pork and beans and mashed potatoes. Is that the plan?
Well, mashed potatoes are off the table because I don't have any. It's probably just going to be meatloaf by itself. And yes, I do have some pork and beans.
Oh, that's the best meal. Oh, you got to have that.
I use veggie, what do you call them? Bush's vegetarian beans. They taste the same. Because my wife's a vegetarian, so we keep.
Is it a veggie meatloaf or is it real meat?
No, this is real meatloaf. It's for me.
Oh,
I can make one out of textured vegetable protein that's for vegans or vegetarians.
Yeah.
I know how to do that, and you can almost not tell the difference. Almost.
Could you mail Ollie Perry your meatloaf recipe?
Look, I'm lazy. I have a very easy meatloaf recipe, and it takes 4 basic ingredients, and it's like 2.5 to 3 pounds of meat, Lipton soup mix added to it, ketchup, breadcrumbs, and you're basically done, man. You mix it up.
and eggs, right? You put eggs to stick it together.
Yeah, 3 eggs. I do put a little flaxseed in there, but I'm just saying it's basically breadcrumbs, Lipton soup mix. Onion soup mix. You just pour in there for the flavoring, and then you add the breadcrumbs of your choice, whether it's Italian seasoning. No, we don't add yop to it.
So you use ground beef or hamburger. What do you
I use ground beef 80-20.
Yeah, 80-20. Okay.
Anything worse would just be nothing but dripping with fat. So
Yeah, very fatty.
now that's what I call my simplest meatloaf. But yeah, if I have time, I'll chop up green pepper, onion.
Yeah.
Do the whole bit.
My mom does.
This is good for eat it hot the first night, and then the rest of the week I'm eating it cold, like for sandwiches or something, or just grabbing a 2-ounce piece and eating.
Oh, I should have told you guys. I ordered George Harrison's album.
Oh, did you?
So it's not here yet. It's supposed to arrive today, though.
I got quite a bit of little stuff. That's why I hate to come on. I have nothing to share.
The chat. Maybe I'll be
I'm
able
gonna
to
order one in a couple of weeks myself.
do a live unseal and
On the
review when
first.
it gets here.
That's a video.
Now, did you get the CD and the record, or just the record?
No, I just got the record.
Okay. Because I was curious if they sound close. So all I can do is maybe send you the files and you tell me how close they are.
Yeah, I was gonna look for them myself anyway, but yeah.
Because I think they're cool. I haven't done anything with them yet except for listen, and I was very happy with at least the original file, the files. Whatever remix they did, I brought George's voice up a little bit extra, and I liked that. Because it seemed like
that was one of the complaints I had with All Things Must Pass is they brought George's voice up too much, and it exposed his weak voice. That's the thing that I thought they kind of botched a bit there. But
I didn't
today for 4:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. So
I
probably won't be here by the time the chat is finished. But anyway.
I listened twice. I didn't study it, but I did go back and forth between the 2014 version I have on my CD and the other CD. I went back and forth and thinking, okay, I can hear his voice a little clearer. The rest was fairly the same to me.
Well, I only have the original Canadian 73 pressing, and I've never had any complaint about it. I thought it was pretty well done, pretty good sound. So.
If you didn't compare it to anything, you wouldn't have noticed the difference, I guess. Not like some of the earlier stuff,
Exactly. Yeah.
But could you hear Alison Krauss?
Me, it's exclusive to the box set, not the LP, the box set. It's a single in the box set.
No, I don't have that.
There's my original right there.
There, look at that.
No, you probably can't see it, but mine's on the wall.
Like mine still in
I see it behind there.
No ring wear at all. I've managed to keep it in really good shape. So
yeah, mine's up right there.
Yeah.
Mine's up right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Original 1973. Got it for Christmas in 1973.
ooh.
I remember I got 4 albums for Christmas that year. There was this one, Ringo, Mind Games, and Grand Funk's Were American Band.
No,
Wow.
it's great album.
I got them all for Christmas that year.
Mhm.
Well, you were spoiled.
Yeah, well, one brother bought the.
I guess. Okay.
Back then,
I do like the CDs put on each CD. They put the actual label pictures. I always like when they do that
yeah.
instead of a brand new label.
But it's not orange.
It's not what?
It's not orange.
What's not orange?
The album. It's black.
Well,
I'll get mine.
then they had this stuff with it.
Mhm.
You know. Yeah, and then all the lyrics inside and stuff. The brown inner sleeve.
Ooh.
I'm sure you've all seen it already, but
Yeah, let's see it again.
he said,
Okay. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. That's the one I'm going to pick up here in a couple of weeks.
I think it cost me $28.
Mhm.
Oh,
Now I put the hyper sticker because everyone seems to want to save. I just took it off the plastic and stuck it on the inside.
that works.
A little letter by George that says, "Hey, I don't know how he wrote it
I
from
don't know if
the."
you can tell, but this was in my record selector. You can see a couple of little indents.
Oh,
Oh, no.
you had the K-Tel record selector.
Yeah. You grab
Can
it.
you see the little? You see the
Oh
mark?
yeah. I see him. I see him.
So that was in my record selector back when
Mhm.
that's how I stored my records.
You must have only had 20 records back then.
Well,
I still see that commercial.
Yeah,
the beginnings of my collection. Yeah,
luckily, it had fingertip control.
Mhm.
yeah, it's automatic. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
A decent little booklet came with it.
yeah, that's nice.
It's about 20 pages,
Yeah.
you know. So I don't know what the real book comes with anything else, but
So that
I did like they had this. This is the original inner sleeve, you know.
now that house is in L.A., right? Isn't that in L.A.? Someplace in L.A. Some famous person owns that or something.
Yeah. But this is what I liked about it. They actually stuck with the original labels,
Mhm.
you know, and I kind of like that instead of changing them.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah,
And then they have that,
yeah. With them
and
all
then,
around drunk.
and then
Well,
again, they have that. So to me, it's like, hey, look, and I can put my fingers all over it. It won't dirt. CDs are indestructible. No, I'm just kidding. You know, once I transfer this to my hard drive, I never touch it again for the rest of my life. It just sits there in a box.
What's he got here? There you go. K-Tel record
Oh,
selector.
yeah,
There you
Oh,
go.
my
Yeah.
goodness. Do you
I
actually have
that
one?
at one point, and then I ran out of space and built a proper.
Is that the ad, or do you actually have one?
No, this is from.
Oh, it's from the record. Okay.
Okay. On
Wait,
the back of the album.
exclusive.
I wish I'd have kept mine just for nostalgia.
Oh, poster too. Yeah.
Ronco made one too. I don't know where the Ronco ad is. I'm looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was a
Oh.
K-Tel.
Here, this is even a better picture. Here.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
It's the same picture.
Dang.
Is it?
finger touch starting. Runs fast or slow. Works like a computer.
It does. Ronco made one too, but I don't know where that ad is.
Yeah, mine was a K-Tel. I don't think we had Ronco.
I guess I missed out on that deal back then.
Oh no, maybe Ronco just made their version of a spin clean with a vacuum. There you go.
Oh,
There it
okay.
Ronco had.
Ronco. Yeah, see that?
Record vacuum.
Yeah, your record.
All I had was a
automatic.
peaches crate.
Yeah.
Ooh,
All right.
I think a lot of people cover peaches crates.
I went to your record store and bought something.
Yeah, I saw that when you showed it earlier, and it says DJ Records there.
I can't
And
lie.
I didn't rob you. $3. I didn't rob you.
So like I dug this out just because of the Matthew Street thing,
Yeah.
and oh look, it's still got the Robert P. record store.
Let me see if I have mine.
You've got crates and crates of them, thousands and thousands.
Hundreds and hundreds and
Yeah.
thousands.
We made a limited pressing, me and Toby Milo, of all the VJ albums, and it has a nice gold bar sticker here. This was a gold CD collection, one of only 10 sets that were made in gold. But you don't have to focus on me right now. Wait till I get it open.
Well, just in case.
I put stuff away. I kind of try to save things nicely, you know. I don't touch them once I'm done with them. One of those weird things. But this was Overdone Productions. That was my company.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You got a DJ Records, all the stuff on FLAC drive too.
Mm-hmm.
You got a American. This is for the first Americans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Came with a free card.
Mm-hmm.
Free card.
With or without cigarette?
Yes. No, it's with cigarette, of course. You got the official Toby Milo stamp telling you it was original.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got, oh, hang on. This is something that I thought was, I mean, we made 25 sets on regular CD and 25 sets on gold. That's a limited edition gold.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the original symbol.
Hmm.
And that's a Toby Milo sticker.
Right.
And then this is my version of all the singles.
Oh, okay.
Came out. So you got all the singles on one CD. And this is what you were just holding up. This is our transfer right from this was actually transferred from an original model. So should look the same. Let me see if my label looks like yours.
Mm-hmm.
It came with a booklet.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then my label does not look like yours.
Oh dear, that's completely different.
Well, it looks like the promo one did.
No,
Ah,
yeah.
Yeah, the promo one.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the point of doing that. And that's another, I can show you that real quick. You know, the single one that we did, it has the promo label, which I thought was really cool back in the day. You pull that out.
Oh, okay.
That's what the VJ promo looked like. So just a slightly different.
Oh, did I see Beatles misspelled?
What is?
Did I see Beatles misspelled?
The original single was misspelled.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we did that as kind of like a ploy. And then you got the little booklet that showed all the 45s and the sleeves. And
Oh yeah, look, there's got Carnival of Light on it.
yes. Singles up, and you see there's a picture of the promo label. I just did mine a little bit lighter. Overall, this is a collection I had put up together, I don't know, 8 years ago or something, and now they're hard to find. And they're, last time I saw, Perry Cox had sold one for $750.
Whoa.
And I think I sold them for $70 original.
Oh no, Grant thinks it's a boot.
Well, of course, I made it myself. It's not a boot. It's a fantasy collection.
Ah, see, that's a difference.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you can make me small again. People don't understand. They always went, oh, it's a boot. Get rid of it. It's a boot. I'm like, look, this is not available on CD, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if for some godforsaken reason you really wanted to hear it, you can get it for probably around $7 if you were able to contact me. Because I just do it for the price of the material and get the shipping. I don't bootleg anything. Right, but I make it for my own enjoyment. Yeah,
I don't have the interview desk, but I got these ones Robert sent.
Well, the next time I mail stuff to you, remind me, and I'll make sure you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a rare one.
I always thought, I love this cover. I thought that was a great cover. The one. With
I have all those.
With Frank
of course I do, because I did them. But
I like that cover. That's a really nice cover.
It looks like they're thinking.
Yeah. Do you have the
They're doing a Rick Beato
song pictures like I made that was 3/4 full? That was not.
Yeah. You give me one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, these were hard to make. That's my favorite VJ album, by the way.
Yeah,
I know
I've got,
it's just
well, you gave me, what have I got here? I got two. I guess that's just a. Um,
I cheesed out on you.
no. That's just one of the. It's just an extra sleeve I think you made. And
Oh,
then
okay.
I've got
Yeah.
Aha!
There's only a handful of people I've made those for because they're not easy to
Didn't
make.
you give me the poster with one of these too?
Yes, it came with this one. The Beatles
Oh, that's
versus
one.
Four
Yeah,
Seasons
right. Four
came with a
Seasons one.
poster.
Yeah, it's got the poster in
You
it.
got that
You
one.
guys have seen the poster?
Like I said, Perry Cox was selling an original stereo that was beautiful, but it went over 1,300. I just couldn't come to pull the trigger on it. I'm like, forget it. This is interesting though. This is a rare one. It's not the Beatles, but it was put out on VJ, and the lead guitarist and singer on this was Graham Ashford. Bought 200 copies from me to give away at his concerts, and he signed it.
Ooh, neat.
Yeah.
And he really enjoyed what I did with this because he was the lead singer of the Mersey Boys or whatever it says.
I think you
And
sent me that one too. You get. I think
Yeah.
I got a copy of
And
that
then
one.
he signed this one. This was the British version of it that
Yeah.
came out. And a wonderful gentleman. We got to talk
Amazing.
on that record because I thought I was in trouble when he first contacted me. I go, what? You know, he goes, I saw this on, I'm like, am I in trouble? He says, no, I'm the guy, I'll give you the master tape if you want it. And we just worked together and we ended up making it. It's beautiful. And that's my story and I'm sticking to it. There you go.
Ooh.
And that just saved you $500 from buying the real one, right?
Yeah. Wallet size.
Always keep one in your wallet.
Yes.
Well, that's what I like to do in my spare time if I have time. I like to recreate things.
Robert also does a beautiful job on replicating the labels. Check this label out.
I don't know if you can see that. See.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, show them the labels. I'm sorry.
See, that's a beautiful job on reproducing.
I try.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. The colors are really good. Like you can see the. Yeah.
But other than that, those are cool. I did get some new bootlegs in.
Oh.
We call them imports. They're imports.
Well, I have a friend in Japan, and every now and then he'll send me some stuff that came out there legally because in Japan they have different copyright laws.
Yeah.
And over
I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese.
anyways, this is a new one he sent me. It's not new.
Oh.
This was pretty nice. I really like the cover.
Yeah.
That's cool.
From the Mad Day Out.
That's cool. But it's called Revolution. So you've got all 8 takes of Revolution, then you got Dear Prudence, Julia, and a whole bunch of unwanted come and get it demos. Which is like over and over and over and over. And it's got a wonderful label. Now check it out. I don't know if this will do anything, Doc. If you want to, I'll do it real quick. Okay, ready?
Yeah, go. What?
This guy.
Very interesting.
It's got a girl from the 50s holding up. She's not clothed, holding up an Apple single.
Wow.
I show it again, but I don't know if this is a teenage show or what. But
show it again.
Oh,
okay.
A voluptuous babe. So
oh, no.
Beatles were known for certain groupies, right? Anyway,
Well-developed attitude, that one.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
I listened to it. I saved it, but I can't get rid of it. One of my good friends sent it to me, and I'm like, I got to keep it. It's worth keeping. And they did a wonderful job on it for being a collector's item. I have a couple more if you got 5 minutes. I don't know if you got 2 minutes. This is John Lennon Mother. And it's without them sitting by the tree, which is interesting. Photograph without them by the tree. So I don't know if they wiped them out or if they actually had a picture like that.
It's just on the other side. You can't see them.
Right. And it's a lot of the same stuff that this came out a few years ago, probably around 95. So it's a lot of the same stuff that was released later in the sets that came with it. Copy of his driver's license.
What?
It's hard to.
Why do we need his driver's license?
It just like came as an extra doodad in the. You know, you got this booklet that came with it.
Mimi.
With the driver's license, and
I think it's his mom, I believe.
Was it Mimi
that was,
or Julie?
that was his mother.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's the whole album's called Mother, and it's a bunch of rehearsals and things that now have been released now, but back then they weren't released yet. So that makes it kind of historical, I guess.
Oh, baby John.
Okay.
Oh.
That's that one. This one everybody's seen. It's, you know, back in the day we didn't have these. This is probably from about 96, 97. The original Get Back release, supposedly. You know, and that was a demo of the cover art that was drawn up, and they said, no, get rid of this, get rid of that, you know. So it's kind of cool. That was made back in the 90s.
Oh.
A CD of the best of Lost Lennon tapes that somebody produced. 2 CD set. So he sent me that. That was kind of cool. And then I have, I think, well, this one everyone's seen, Paul McCartney mono, Ram and mono. Let me see if I can open it. This has a nice label and everything too. So this is made by a gentleman who used to be called Roaring Mouse. Maybe you remember him. And then this is the one from my friend in Japan. So Rubber Soul. It's a 5 CD set and a DVD, and it's got the full remix remaster that they did from all the individuals, and then you get each CD has every track drums, every track vocal, every track bass, you know. So you're not going to listen to this more than once.
Well, there's a lot of material there. Wow.
It's a lot of material, but it's like constant, like everything on it. And they got some singles and things that are interesting, but it's mostly where they've separated like Peter Jackson did. So you've got every drum track for every song. Then you got every bass song. Then you got, you know, so if you just want to hear Ringo playing drums, it's here, you know. It's a nice set. They did a good job on it. And 5 CDs and 1 DVD collector set, multi-track masters. So if you had the time and effort, you could even mix your own mix with it.
There you go.
With you. Start your own collection.
Very nice.
I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Go ahead, Paul. Yeah, those are cool. I wish I had got one signed for you.
This is really cool, Robert. Tell them about this one.
That is probably one of my proudest moments that I did in the last 5 or 10 years.
Yeah, this is really good. It's really
all the opened end interview discs that came out. There were 3 of them that came out. Meet the Beatles, second album, and then they would give it to the radio stations, and then they would play part of it like you were talking to the Beatles. So you would say yours based on the script, you would say your thing, and then you'd put that recording on. But those discs can run up to between 200 for a really terrible copy to 2,000 or 3,000 for a good copy. So we were able to obtain all copies of all of them, and clean them up almost perfect.
They got the
right
US singles collection.
Right. Then I made a 20-page booklet for that one too that showed you all the pictures. That wasn't easy to do either.
Yeah, the booklets in here. Yeah, it's really cool. I listened to them in the car. It was really neat to.
And one of the gentlemen that produced those got in contact with me, and he helped me get the cleaner copies. Because he said, "Wow, I didn't know anyone was doing this."
You scoured the earth to get the originals, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, and it wasn't cheap, but he helped me, and it was very nice. And of course, after I'm finished with the project, I can sell the originals.
They're really good. Like these are really good interviews.
And they're clean.
Yeah.
And for a limited time, I gave you the entire. You could have emailed me, and I would have mailed you the original 20-page. The entire script from front to back, everything.
I think you gave that to me here, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So you could pretend to interview the Beatles.
You could. Well, one was I think a 12 pages, 8.5 by 11. There's just the simple pages in there. Yeah.
See?
Those were not hard to. Those were hard to find.
It's part of the script there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Did
Paul,
you know there are some very early recordings taped at Paul's house? Well, would that be where he lived in Liverpool, or not with the Astros by then?
I'm assuming all those are already out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wouldn't some of them be on the first anthology?
There are a couple that I think
Yeah.
Cheyenne or something they did. My brain's not working for that, but they have so much stuff.
He lived on Forthland Road,
Oh,
I guess. Probably in the bathroom, because the acoustics were great in there.
the one thing I really enjoyed when Anthology first came out was like hearing that acetate of All the Danger. What's it called? My brain's not working.
Oh,
Spite of
All the Danger.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought that was really cool because it's like, wow, we've never even heard that, not even in the bootleg community up until then, all through the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
My 1/8 track.
And it's still sealed.
Still sealed.
ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Paul, you've always been supportive of what I do, and I supported what you did or do whatever. So I try to share what I have.
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
I was even able to send a little bit of Pred Treasures. When you're done listening to those there, Jorgen, I have another pile to come.
I'm not
And you're
sure
done with your
if yet
jazz.
on. Nope.
I'm going through all my jazz CDs and going, maybe Jorgen would like this. Maybe you'd like that.
I thank you for your
Because I got
thinking
I
of
got
me.
2,000 CDs back there. I'm going to trim it down to about 1,000. Now those are cool.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's very. I just sent Doc a video of him on a, what was it, a variety show where he was singing.
Oh, the Hollywood Palace thing.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that too. Like I have seen that before, but it's like, oh, I haven't seen this in a long while. So.
I just saw Adam West doing a cornflake commercial or something with somebody, a little girl this
Oh
morning.
yeah. It's not very. No, I was going to use that as a commercial, but it runs way too long.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going like this. Wow.
I sent you something else today, but I can't remember what it was. Some other little ditty I thought was cool.
Send me something?
Yeah. Should be in the messages.
Oh, I'd been out for the past few hours. So.
You know, you get watching some of those, what do they call them, shorts?
Mm-hmm.
And then you see something cool. Like, I got to share this with Doc, or I got to share something with my daughter. So I'm constantly sending stuff away.
So I haven't seen it yet.
I really don't know if I can answer that question.
Not really. I've within 3 feet of them.
Well, yeah, I met him at the Beatle Fest, Fest for Beatles now, but it was Beatle Fest back then. Yes.
No,
I had him sign 2 albums and a CD, and I gave one to Brad, one to Rachel. Remember Record Rachel?
Yeah.
Oh.
I gave one to her. She's a nice girl.
Pete Best was here in Ann Arbor some years ago. And I saw where he was signing, and it's just like a table. And there were a few people milling about, but like I didn't get an autograph, but I kind of see how close I could get. I got within 3 feet of them. So I can't say we met, but got within 3 feet of them. But oh, Dr. Pepper, Dad, this is healthier for you, you know.
I'm trying to watch because I got to get my meatloaf out in a little bit. I'll show it to you.
Want burnt meatloaf?
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't mind if it burns. I like the more crust crunchy it is, the better.
As long as the meatloaf doesn't look like a bat out of hell.
No. No, it does not.
Mm.
A
It
loaf
looks,
out of the oven.
it looks like meatloaf.
Yep, looks like meatloaf.
Tastes like meatloaf.
Yep. My dad and I always wanted our meatloaf a little tomatoey, so my mom put a little pasta sauce.
I don't know if you can see that or not.
Mhm.
That's the
Oh, yeah.
original, my
Mhm.
original business card back in the day.
Mhm.
There you are. Closed now, though.
Here you go.
Yes, it is closed.
I'm not there anymore.
And I still have the Visa thing. You used to put your Visa card on and go.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I probably have an old Visa card somewhere with Doc.
Boy, those are a thing of the past.
Mhm.
Oh,
Those are good days.
I don't know if you can see that. Look how healthy this stuff is. Look at all that. Vitamins A and D, 30%. Yummy. I don't know what that means.
I think they judge the health benefits by the guy
Super
that
healthy stuff. Super healthy stuff.
You know, I probably have
some
the original stampers that would change numbers. So when you stamp, the numbers kept changing.
Hello, Trish.
You used to do prices and stuff with.
Oh,
Still
yeah, yeah.
buried somewhere.
Guns.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's
With the gun, you remember that the stamp gun that would punch up the price tags?
Where did he go?
I always wanted to do a fantasy and then number them. You know.
Right there. DJ record. Right there. See?
So is your other stuff as good as Yop?
Well, it's expensive. It was $1.39 a bottle suddenly.
I can't believe it went up 40% almost in
Wow.
just 1 week.
$99 to $1.39. And then this stuff was like 75 cents.
Welcome to Canada.
So what am I gonna buy? I'm gonna buy the 75 cents.
Canada Post is on strike now, so
Yeah.
you know, 6 figures a year to develop the mail or to deliver the mail isn't enough.
Mm.
Well, when my gig gets back in office, come on visit us. We'll have some decent gas prices and stuff over here.
Yeah.
And our Yop will go down by 33%. I'm hoping.
So far, you don't have any Yop.
Well, we have something very similar, just like you're holding in your hand. It's just,
So the thing about Canada Post going on strike is they haven't figured out that every time they do that, businesses switch to couriers and they lose more and more business that never comes back. They're gonna strike themselves out of business eventually.
is this still government run?
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about it. It's government run, so they got all kinds of money that they can waste, right?
Yeah, because I know ours was like half and half. It wasn't totally government run, but they claimed because of the pensions they went partly private, but I don't think it helped them.
Yeah, but USPS lost so many billion last year.
Because the government's still involved. I need to.
Yeah, mail delivery Monday through Friday, except holidays, and every time I go out there, it goes from my mailbox to the recycling bin because it's all junk mail.
Yeah.
Like I don't even look at this stuff. It's just
I
like
got some KFC coupons this week. They came in.
I could have built a house with all the political stuff that came. Easy.
we get ads for all different
For Trump.
things.
Send some of that
You might
stuff.
look at the Canadian Tire flyer, but that's about it.
Oh well.
I think they had fry pans on this week.
They had cook sets on this week. I was actually
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
still
Harbor
using
I find that interesting because we don't have anything like that here. I have Harbor Freight and a few others, you know.
Yeah.
No, I guess we Canadians have it good with Canadian.
Well, for some things you do. I always thought if I had trouble here, I'd run to Canada, but now I'm changing my mind unless you guys get some new
The only issue with the Canadian Tire is 95% of it's made in China.
leadership.
So that's what we're dealing with now.
I guess. I forgot to upload the commercial.
Oh, is it commercial time?
Well, you're really falling behind this week. You need
He's working on weak eyes
you
today.
need a manager or something.
I need help in the
You could boo-boo to get
control center here.
Yeah, Boo Boo can hit the buttons for you.
How was the car doing after 2 weeks of going 5 more miles?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, I learned about heated steering wheel.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I learned how to use the GPS or whatever you want to call it, navigation.
Good.
I put something in it, and it would turn right, turn left, turn right. Then I tried to screw it up by turning left instead of right. And the lady in the dashboard corrected me right instantly. Like there was no recalculating, it right away. Like I didn't turn left, I turned right at the next thingy.
I gotta laugh when they tell you to do a U-turn.
Well, when we got to New Jersey, it sent us down an alley, so I don't want to talk about it.
Well, maybe my lady is smarter than your lady. I don't know.
Yes, mine was. We actually going to get a new one for Christmas. Mine's from 1995 or something. So we finally got a new GPS system coming for Christmas for my kids.
Yeah, and
phones are good, but the phones can lose signal too. So the GPS system uses satellite, and the phones use the towers. So between the two, you shouldn't get lost.
Yeah. I just use Google Maps on my phone. That seems to work pretty good where I am. So.
Oh, yeah, but you get to New Jersey and stuff where all those buildings were when we went to the Beatles Fest, you lose signal.
Yeah, you will.
So the satellite even lost signal because we were buried deep in the heart of wherever we were at. It was not fun.
Yeah, we just kept going around in circles. We're just dirt roads with the potholes and all this.
If I do a road trip east, there's spots in the mountains that you don't get any reception at all, cell phone or anything. It's just like dead zones. But
I can still remember going back in the 80s and stuff and going to AAA and getting a triptych and have them do it for you and then taking it with you. And my wife would read the maps.
Mm-hmm. Turn left! I told you to turn left!
Turn here! Yeah.
So the other thing I did this week was I found out that the volume for the lady in the dashboard was down. So like when I'm driving, I can hear was somebody talking to me?
Someone whispered.
So I found out where the volume was. So okay. So I cranked up the volume, and now she's talking like crazy. Like there's a school zone coming up.
It's like a backseat driver.
Oh, she's a nag.
Yeah.
I put it in on ours one time to put in if there's any speed traps. So that was kind of cool because it said speed trap approaching,
So you're getting a taste, Doc, of what it's like to be married now.
Exactly.
Backseat driver.
I think I told you last week where it would come on the dashboard and say, like, pull over and have a cup of coffee.
Probably just means it had to take a pee or something.
Yeah.
Take a break. Get some coffee. I'd only been on the road for 10 minutes. Come on.
Take a break.
Yeah, so now that I've bumped the volume up, I'm going to be shouted out a lot. Exactly.
I'm not looking forward to AI taking over and they go, I'm going to stop off at Doc's and get some pizza on the way. I'm sorry, Mr. P. You can't have pizza. Your BMI is higher.
He talks to himself all the time. And it's like, no, he's just having another spat with his car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What does this lady? Well, see, I've just only in the last bit turned up her volume. So, like, otherwise I'd be driving and I hear.
Yeah.
Because it talks when the radio was on. I got the radio up, and the radio kind of cancels her out. So I just hear, and it's like, what? So now that the volume is up, it's like, look out for the school zone, idiot! There's a car beside you. Don't go to the next lane. Put both hands on the steering wheel.
You're going too fast. Slow down, dummy.
Exactly.
You make it sound like Howard's mom from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. Change your voice.
Yeah.
Your different voices you can pick.
I don't know, but the next time I get in and I do some driving that I'm going to be able to go a couple blocks. Yeah, I'm going to be shouted at. And, you didn't turn when I told you. Howard! I used to like you, Howard.
I did laugh the first time his whatever his wife was named, yelled the same way.
Yeah.
What?
That when he got married to that blonde, she yelled at him the same way his mom used. I thought that was funny.
That would be funny. That's like deja vu all over again.
Well, she did. In a few episodes, she yelled just like that.
Well, the first time it happened, it was hilarious.
No, that's my my car has this AI person stuck in it. So it tells me to put my hands on the steering wheel and take a break and all this. So that's my car.
The odd one was to take a break after only 10 minutes of driving. I thought that was very weird.
Twice. The first time I kind of what? And it was another few minutes. I told you to take a break.
It's watching your retinas of your eyes. It's taking pictures in the background, recording it all.
I don't
know. The voice sounded like Kamala Harris. I want to drive my car into a tree.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up.
Did Jorgen get anything this week? We've all showed ours.
No.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Okay.
I'm
going to get mine out of the oven in a few minutes, and I'll show you.
Trying to save money. I'm a little strained on the economy right now.
Christmas is coming.
Toast or something and show us your toast, like Robert's showing us food. So,
but I got some information from my father. He had no record player at the moment for vinyl, so he's going to give me.
Anybody need a memory module?
What?
He's going to give me his vinyl collection.
Trying to.
What's he got?
Focus.
A memory module.
It's a brand new 16 gigabyte memory module PC 3200 for a computer that someone gave me, but it didn't fit in my computer. So
I could plug that into my ear. I would take it.
Laptop or one of those type small computers like I have, but it was the wrong size.
What kind of records are you getting, Jorgen?
My father is the kind of a guy who listens more to old Swedish dancing orchestra, old country stuff. So I have no high hopes, but who knows? Maybe it's something interesting.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going to put them?
I actually assume that most likely I will not keep more than maybe 15% of it. If that. I don't think I will keep all that much of it. So most likely it will go to my culling section and be sold.
Now, do you pass them on to other siblings, or are there none?
My sister is not that into vinyl, so I she had no interest. So, but I assume that it most likely will be not that kind of music in my taste, much of it. So I hope that I can get something of it. The rest I will sell.
Well, keep a couple just because they're from your dad anyway. I mean, that's what I.
Yeah, of course I will, but it depends on the music also.
Yeah.
I have records from my father that he had in the cellar for years ago. So I have many records from him also. So it's not so that I have given all away.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Poor Robert. Right. That means it must be time for a commercial while.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Why are you looking at me?
4:33 vinyl hour is around.
I caught him dancing.
That's really the best commercial you've ever played, but why are you looking
at those three guys all sounded the same?
I know.
I actually have a date on Rice Krispies when I was a kid.
I listened to volume 433 last night.
Wow.
I think that's what you put up, right?
Yeah.
You see them spraying that sugar all over them? Oh my God.
Not big guy.
Pound of sugar for that one bowl.
And that's a cereal I can't take. I can eat it as a Rice Krispie bar or whatever they are, the confectionery, but I can't eat them as a cereal. They get so soggy so quick. I can't eat them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't even bother. It's like you're eating pebbles.
Although I know one person who tried to eat them as a snack. So he goes to my cupboard and gets out a box of Rice Krispies and puts his arm down in there and brings up a handful.
Who's doing that?
It's everywhere.
He never returned. I never invited him back.
Oh, that one guy. Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you the story of this one guy?
Was that the guy who was there with you and Boo Boo? The guy on the couch?
No.
Oh, different guy. Okay.
No, somebody else. He puts his arm down into his thing and brings it up with a handful of course, the little tiny things when they're all over the place.
Unless it's got marshmallows attached to it, like a Rice Krispie treat, I won't eat it.
You see, Doc, he was hungry.
All the stupid things like Rice Krispies as a
I've
snack.
eaten Cheerios like that, like
Yeah.
Honey Nut Cheerios or some other kind of cereal. I think the funnest cereal to eat like that dry is that Cinnamon Toast Crunch my kids have. That's great as a little just dry snack.
Oh, that would be good, yeah.
But I try to stay away from cereal. It's not my best. It's my enemy.
Well, what we call it, grape nuts.
Oh.
I can't eat those. That's not a snack. That's a food.
Mhm.
Right.
You have to turn up the TV when you.
I add the grape nuts to the shredded wheat just so I have something to chew.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're useless.
I'd rather eat the box.
Yeah, slice of bananas and
But
whatever.
for snacking, yes, I think Cinnamon Toast Crunch, maybe Honey Nut Cheerios. What else would be good? I guess
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. If you don't want to rip up your mouth.
Golden grams are great. Without
Yeah, those are good
great
too.
with
Yeah.
milk, too, but golden.
Captain Crunch is great if you want to torture a guy for information.
I do like it.
Eat it.
Eat these!
Eat it.
Make them eat it dry until they tell you what you want. You know. What you want.
When I used to eat it, I would take the peanut butter Captain Crunch and mix it with Cocoa Puffs, and you'd have yourself a Reese's cereal.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
But then they came out with one called Reese's, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
you got peanut butter in my chocolate. Remember those commercials?
Chocolate.
What was the one with the berries? And was that Captain Crunch with the raspberries?
Crunch berries.
Yeah.
Crunch berries. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Was that Captain Crunch?
Yeah. Those I don't like, but my grandson does.
I used to eat those when I was a kid. I remember those being around.
Yeah, and every once in a while they go, oops, all berries. and everybody would be in a panic, like, no, what happened at the factory? It's all berries. Oh.
I had the Captain Crunch treasure chest once.
Ooh.
You could send away, and you get a little treasure chest with coins, and then there's a little square tray in it that you could use as a cereal bowl.
Wow.
It was a spoon that was shaped like a shovel.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, I sent away for that. I had one of those for a
That's
while.
cute.
You get little gold coins with it and stuff.
Oh.
Because I had a Woody Woodpecker cereal bowl that looked like a hollowed out tree log that you eat out of.
Yeah.
And then I still have the spoon. I have a Dennis the Menace spoon and a Woody the Woodpecker spoon I got when I was like 6. So,
I still have my baby dish. My mother sent it out to me. It's like it's like a Royal Dalton thing.
no, cool.
I got it from I was born in '59, so the thing's kind of ancient now.
Yeah, they don't make that stuff anymore for kids. It's like you get this, for 25 cents or 50 cents, you used to send away and get a whole set of dishes,
Like, remember the days when you used to get a box of cereal and they used to have good stuff in them?
Oh, yeah. Prizes.
Like a Tony the Tiger toothbrush.
Oh, I got some of those around here.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That came out of cereal box? Wow.
All of it?
They were the cornflakes, right?
Yeah.
They're great.
And like you put batteries in it.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
You got this free in a box.
Well, that couldn't have been that long ago. I never seen anything that big in a cereal box.
yeah.
That big, little bitty stuff.
I says, I'm keeping this sucker. That's
I've got a couple of those around here somewhere.
That's
and
cool.
they come in like I guess Toucan Sam or what else? Kellogg character.
I've only got the Tony Tiger one, I think.
Yeah, but I got the Tiger one. I says, well, that would have been the one I wanted anyway.
Oh,
If
MC's,
it was
he had the
today,
Woody Bowl. Yeah, those are cool bowls.
today you would be happy if you got a sticker.
Yeah.
We had the mugs also with Woody Woodpecker and the bowls and the spoons.
They used to give you
Oh, we got-
crap material.
when my grandma died, I don't know who got the rest. Someone took them.
I remember one on the back of the box. It was a record. You could cut it out and
Oh
play.
yeah.
Those I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I
Or
remember.
the submarine, you put the little tablet in, and then
Yeah,
Oh,
fill
that's
up-
cool.
Then
fill
they
up-
started coming out. One of them was coming out with video games. It came on a CD that you could load on.
Oh
your
yeah, I
phone.
got a handful of those over there, like Monopoly and Scrabble and all that kind of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Doc's been eating cereal a lot longer. I stopped probably around 1990 eating cereal.
right.
Probably when Doc should have stopped, but it's too late now.
And maybe the year 2000. Well, I became a diabetic. I had to lay off on cereal. Nothing personal. Just.
Yeah, these all came in like the cereal box, and the best part was they were put on the box on the outside so you could see what you were getting.
I see.
Yeah, so like, okay, you could have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? See General Mills on there.
Oh,
Right
good.
above my fingers, General Mills.
Mhm.
Scrabble.
Oh my.
Oh, games. Yeah. Mhm.
Do they still work if you put them in your computer?
I've never used them, so
Oh,
Mhm.
and,
what if they're 386 programs or if they're newer?
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
That is for Atari, I thought.
Atari games on a General Mills box. Like, get out of here,
Yeah.
Those are super cool.
Why don't you try it, Doc?
Bangle. For free.
Put one in your computer and tell us if it works.
Yeah, try it right now.
But can you put
Share
you
the
can put
screen.
an
You can share the
Atari?
screen and show us.
If it says Atari, it meant for Atari, I guess.
I've got to go check the thing, but
Oh,
I'll be right
maybe
back.
you guys. Oh, what do we got
Okay.
there? What's that?
It's not focusing. Focus, damn you.
Yeah, what is that?
It's okay. It's a meme, and it says it's Keith Richards and his daughters. Okay, and the meme says, "These are Keith Richards' daughters. When they pass away, he will inherit everything."
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Oh,
That's a meme I got today.
that's funny. Oh, that's too bad. When Keith Richards passes, like what's going to happen to all those Keith Richards jokes?
Mhm.
Well, we'll be gone before he is, so I won't worry.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. Something
Aren't those Keith?
unfortunate may happen.
Aren't
All
those
joking
Keith?
aside, we probably will see both Mick and Keith go, and that's gonna be sad days. Like,
Yeah.
Aren't those Keith Richards age jokes getting a little bit old now?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he may live longer. He's quit.
I got
smoking,
one the other
so-
day. It was like
Yeah.
it was like a Da Vinci painting, and it was Adam. God's voice was introducing Adam to Eve, right? And Adam says, "Okay," and then there's a little picture of Keith Richards down in the corner, and Adam says, "Well, thank you, Lord, but who's this guy?" And the God's voice says, "Well, that's Keith Richards. He was here before I got here."
I think I've heard that one. Yes, seen it.
The other one's a good one. Is a picture of the dance band on the Titanic, and down the bottom corner there's Keith Richards. It says the sole survivor of the Titanic dance band.
Hmm. Oh,
I'm in my 80s and I feel great.
Doesn't jump as high as he did in his 70s.
yeah.
Oh boy. What? You need the. Oh,
Oh, there it is.
Ooh, it's
oh,
good.
wait. Oh, there's the meat.
Yeah.
Ah,
Wish you had smell-o-vision.
Mhm.
It is good.
Smell-o-vision.
Yes.
Yeah, we need smell-o-vision. Oh, it's
mm,
right here, right in front of us.
I know.
Sorry,
Like a bat out of hell, it'll be gone when the morning comes.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be better tomorrow once it settles, and then you
I
can
think
make.
it'll be gone before then.
You're gonna need one of these.
I will. I made 3 of these. Take 3 pounds, make a pound each, and that way they're, get the crust all the way around all of them, rather than one big one.
For eating it all at once too, doesn't it?
And then I put, thank you. I put mushroom soup on it, or whatever you want, or just use it for sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
My wife came and took them away, so I'm not tempted.
Probably good for you that she did, right? I mean,
Well, I could probably eat about 2 big slabs of it now because it is dinner time for me.
Robert eats meatloaf like we eat peanuts.
I did save a little piece. I got 1 little piece here. Yeah, they came out perfect.
Can you smell it, Doc? Like if you open your window, you could probably smell that.
He's close enough, maybe. Doc ate meat. We made lasagna once. Doc liked it. I don't know if he liked the meatloaf or not. Do you eat meatloaf, Doc?
It's just hamburger with, breadcrumbs.
My mother used to make meatloaf at Sundays.
It was made with love, Doc.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the only way you can.
I haven't
Lipton soup mix and love.
I haven't eaten meatloaf since then.
I do put a little ketchup with it too when I mix them.
Nowadays, my mother had Parkinson's, so
that's sad.
no meatloaf for a while.
I'd mail it to you, but it'd be green by the time you got it.
Well, just in time for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, great.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Green meatloaf. This looks good.
Make us the Christmas cake with the fruit cake.
The fruit cake.
She'd always mail me one. Like I get this thing in the mailbox, and it took me like a wheelbarrow to get it back to the house. It was so heavy. It was good though. Like she made one that was like a light colored. It was
they were good with some butter.
The best
on it.
part about it is my wife doesn't like it, so I got it all.
Yeah, but you got the dogs to help you out.
Well, the dogs didn't get any of that stuff, man. That stuff was like gold. No, not wasting that on the dog.
Oh, it sounds good to me. I like fruitcake, especially homemade.
Now, so I won't get any more Christmas cake, but it was.
When we got fruitcake at home, it always ended up in the bread keeper and sat.
Oh yeah.
Until it was a doorstop.
As hard as a brick.
Around our house, it didn't last long.
Harder as a brick.
Store bought's different than homemade, though. But
yeah, no, store bought stuff is you use that as a doorstop.
Doorstop. Oh, come on, people, come back. We get off the fruitcake train here.
All right, well,
yeah.
I can show
in the world as it is.
Yes, have some.
If you eat that meatloaf, you will be singing "Dead Ringer for Love" forever.
I can show McGilla again. I guess.
Ooh,
Gilla Gorilla, I remember that guy.
The banana nappers.
Oh no!
I showed this couple weeks ago. I found this at the library, and I couldn't pass it up. All of our friends over there.
Look at that stuff.
See, Hannibal Barrow, and Johnny Quest, and
all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't filled it in. This book belongs to. I want to put, Mr. P or something. But
no, it's better if you leave it blank so that keeps its value.
I paid $25 for it. How much more can it go up? It's been 40 years, 50 years.
One day that will be a collector's item.
Never underestimate that.
Yeah, but it started at 39 cents, and I got it for $25, so I don't know if it's going up in value. But it's still very nice. I like having it. Reminds me back my childhood. This is what, 67 or something? I have no idea. When did McGill come out?
It would have been worth more if it had been Snagglepuss.
Well, this is 72. This was made, so.
Oh, jeez.
That's still 50 years ago, right?
You would have forgotten who McGill Gorilla was by then.
This book's older than some of our people in our peanut gallery, right?
Oh, there's very few over there in the
53 years
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Did I drive them away with my meatloaf? Sorry.
Could be. Some people have no
You're
patience.
watching the Grey Cup, probably.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, the Lions won today handily.
Yay. Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's only 14.
52-6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't watch them, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, good thing too, because we're smarter than you are. Yeah,
And the ones that didn't get smarter are not here anymore.
that's true.
Right.
Like the Darwin Awards or whatever.
Yeah. We were allowed to play with jarts and all kinds of crap as kids, but the ones that didn't survive, they're not here right now.
We played in
There's a guy attached JATO rockets to his Impala. They're like rocket boosters for aircraft. He rocketed himself into the side of a cliff.
Wile E. Coyote style.
It's like, what is wrong with these people? Yeah, he welded JATO rockets to his Impala.
There you go.
I guess it launched him into a side of a cliff, and that was the end of that guy.
I think the government should remove all restrictions on things, and let's see who survives.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some people we could maybe wouldn't hurt to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Let's remove these restrictions. The smart will survive.
I just think a world without network 9G. It's doable.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Could be. Oh, what's going on there? What did Jorgen? What was he holding up?
There's one person here who has been constantly nagging me about the singer Lil Bubs. Is it James Farley? I think it might be, or somebody else. And he has been nagging me about showing Lil Bubs. I finally found a 45 of Lil Bubs. If I show this, hopefully there will be quite enough then. So I'm showing the Lil Bubs.
Okay.
Jobs. Okay.
And
Okay.
up, this means up, up and away.
Okay.
Up and away.
Oh, the beautiful balloon.
Now, is this a Swedish artist?
Was a Swedish entertainer, a Swedish singer, and very beloved. And this is one, I think, the only Lil Bubs single I have.
Oh, okay.
Can you play a little of it?
Was she in ABBA?
Well,
He's going to play a little without going through copyright.
Copyright strike.
I'm not. I don't think it will be.
Whoa.
The Swedish.
He promised
I'm serious.
up Akveg.
Is this up and away that we all know and love?
This is cool.
Mm.
Okay. Well,
You heard it here first, folks.
All right.
Here we go.
In my beautiful balloon.
Blonde. 99 Lost Belong. Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, I like it. I can't hear it now.
Well, I think you know how the
We
original.
got Akveg. All right, yeah.
The bots probably can't
now-
read Swedish.
Lil Bubs, for those who have been wanting it. Now, leave me alone.
Yeah.
That was a really nice looking label too. I like
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm. Was it
Yeah,
the Carnival?
that is a genuine Swedish label.
Ah,
There you go.
yeah. What's this? We owe Lil Babs 0.0001 cent.
She's dead, so I don't think so.
Oh,
Oh, well,
Sorry to
her
hear that.
I could have
Yeah,
gotten
she died about 5-6 years ago.
it goes to her.
Oh.
estate. But
I missed the one earlier, so I figure I better catch
Okay.
up.
we have a match.
We got 3 matches. We got 3 matches. Here's 4. Do we have 4 matches?
No, I'm doing this, and I can't match anybody.
Okay. Not bad though. 3 out of
Kip
5.
and I match because we're different.
Mhm.
Don't say that, Trekker, because sometimes YouTube is like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, why do you give me a copyright thing on something?
They might.
You're welcome, James.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, you talked over it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hope they don't
Doesn't always
recognize.
work. Doesn't always
Yeah.
work.
Mhm.
So,
Well, I don't mean to cut it short, but thank you for having me. And then,
oh, you're asking me? Oh,
unfortunately, I would like to eat it while it's still warm.
Okay.
that's
Don't
what.
mind.
That's why microwaves were invented.
That's
Not for no. I want to eat it warm out of the oven, not out of the
You
microwave.
mean there's still meatloaf left? I thought you ate everything in camera.
Just tuck it under your armpit. That'll keep it warm.
No,
Ew.
okay. I'm so glad you guys have that old man humor.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting old.
Have a great evening. I'll try to listen to you while I'm eating in the other room.
Right.
Bye.
Come back soon.
Robert. Good night.
All right, get up! Get up!
And he is gone.
He's gone.
Amazing.
First time that's ever worked.
I know it's right next to this little clip that I don't use very often.
Don't you think he looks like John Lynch?
Yeah.
La,
Could be Superman.
Where did they hire that guy? That's the one. That's the one.
Who needs Christopher Reeves?
Oh,
Yeah.
he was like the perfect Superman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like built and everything, but in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. There's a little chubby too, and a mashed
Just
potato.
a little, just a little.
Got
A
second.
man that size can fly that like that. Gravity can do everything.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
That's an oldie.
That'll learn you.
Mm.
That'll learn you. I don't even use half of these anymore. Like a trip down memory lane. Oh, hey, we didn't do the album of the week yet, did we?
Not yet.
No. Let's do that right now. Look, it's that cheeky chappy. Yeah, look out below. Whoa.
What's that guy wearing? Is he wearing a set of drapes or what's going on there? Like,
Oh,
The way he was standing, it looks like he would have his ball somewhere else.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
pretty much.
oh. Tim Allen's going to get it.
Kim's got it. Oh dear.
No, bad man. Bad.
probably,
Tried everything. Yeah.
probably knows where he got and how much he paid for it.
Oh, can't we have a match? Yes. Unbelievable.
Wow.
I love that one. Wow.
Mm.
I know. I find these things by accident. There was one this week that came up like, shut the hell up! You know, but I didn't.
Yeah.
We'll leave that one.
Save that
Yeah.
for when Mason is on.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. And there's that one I showed you that time.
Oh yeah, it's still here someplace.
That's-
Yeah.
That'll wake people up.
Just in case you're nodding off, that'll
Yeah.
that'll bring it back.
Well, go ahead.
Actually, one that person hasn't been here for a while, and that's Penny Lane.
Oh no, unless you know, like just kind of watching, not saying hello.
Yeah.
People do tend to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's
like,
true.
oh, people, come on, we'll talk. We don't play.
We'll talk. We have an hour left.
6 people like
Doc, I have something by that guy, but he has a real name. And I looked under my 45s and it's not under the Cheeky Chappie, so it must be under his name, and I don't remember what his name is.
Yeah,
I do
like,
have a 45 by that guy.
Okay, let's see.
Well, I couldn't find it. I don't.
Oh, you couldn't find it. Oh,
because it's not under the Cheeky Chappie. It has a real name, and I don't know what it is.
yeah, it was on there, but it was so small I couldn't read
Yeah,
it.
if I can see what it is, I can get it, but I don't know what it is.
Look real hard now. Max Miller.
Don't want to know
Okay,
what he's wearing. Like that's
I want to know where that hand was going
Yes,
after he was taken.
Oh yeah.
Show we there.
He's got it under M. He needs to use the record selector to find it.
Oh yeah, the M.
Fingertip control.
We have a lot of them records.
You can go slow or fast.
Hundreds of them.
$9.99. Buy a Kendall.
Buy it now.
Yeah. It's great.
That's good. I think James was wanting the oh yeah from you know who.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the Kool-Aid guy. Okay, all right.
Wrong one.
Whoa, yeah!
Does he even watch his own videos?
Oh, you found him.
Hang on there. What's that?
There he
Oh,
is.
there we go. Max Miller.
Yeah, Max Miller.
There we go.
Is that a nice suit?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Sorry,
Wow.
George.
Ooh.
So what would
An RCA.
Oh, he's a master's voice.
I want to know what would
extended. Hey.
Is it an EP?
Yeah, it's an EP.
Oh, okay, with 4
Yeah.
songs. Okay, yeah.
Wow. Look at that. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
What inspired you to buy something like that? That's my question.
Why not?
Guess.
Well, I'm sure I didn't pay a lot for it, but I don't remember.
Boy, I hope not.
I mean, it's from the UK. I might have gotten it online. I might have bought
Ah!
Yeah.
Fine, please.
Max Miller, yes. Yeah.
Max Miller with an A.
the Cheeky Chappie.
Sticky Chappie.
He's very cute. Yeah.
That one's becoming a favorite. The other one I like is bloop, 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 bloop. You know that one where you dubbed in.
This has Mary from the Dairy on it.
Oh, Mary. Okay.
She said she wouldn't. Every Sunday afternoon, and ain't love grand.
Yeah. No, she said she wouldn't.
Some people just can't take it.
Mm-hmm.
The Cheeky Chappie.
Scares some people, you know, like
That's a good one. Got the Jerry
I don't
screen.
know. I want to think he looks like Tom Jones in a mustache.
A little bit.
Oh no, it's Vincent Price.
In his early days, he looked like him a little bit
Yeah.
because he didn't have his mustache until the 50s, I think. Because there's movies out there without his mustache. So
This one was a favorite
that's a good one.
too. I got a whole stack of these things I don't even play anymore.
Yes.
Remember this hit from the 60s? Hit the
Followed by.
whatever. Oh, hi, people. Yeah, we're still here. 2 hours. 2 hours later, we're still here.
Mm-hmm. 1 hour to go. Mm-hmm.
It's a slow news week.
Yeah,
Look, it's
What
getting
happened?
dark there on the West Coast.
it is.
What's that?
Man, look at that. It's already dark here. Whoa.
But it's going to be getting dark here pretty soon.
It's only 3 o'clock here, but we got
Dark
a
and stormy.
overcast day.
Yeah,
See?
dinner time.
It's dinner time, yep.
Yeah,
Feed me, feed me.
give me some food now.
Not for another hour and a half for those guys.
Oh.
Oh, lost Jorgen. Sorry, Jorgen. Come back.
Oh. Well, we reminded someone how late it was. Like, oh yeah, supposed to go sleep.
Yeah, it's overcast here, so there's not a lot of light.
Hmm.
Dark day.
Oh, it's 52 degrees here.
Oh, we're actually pretty cold here. It's
67 here with rain.
let's see here. We got it's only 8 degrees Celsius here.
Oh, that's beach weather.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, but it's supposed to, let's see, it's Monday to, I guess it's Wednesday. Time for the polar plunge. We're going down to the 40s.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. 42 for a high on Wednesday.
Mm.
Well, it's cold enough for snow.
Yeah.
It only gets dark here at night.
Yeah, it gets dark here. Like, remember, we're quite a bit further north than you. So it starts getting dark here around 4 o'clock. Right now, it's we're into that time of year where it's just getting darker earlier.
Yeah. Or if you watch Adam the Woo's Adventures in Alaska, he only has 4 hours of daylight to do something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what you're into now this time of year. So I got outdoor lights I have to reprogram so they come on earlier and stay on longer.
He went and put his hand into the Arctic Ocean.
Why?
Because it was there.
Because it was
Look
there.
at the Arctic Ocean. I'll put my hand in the Arctic Ocean. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, look, Jorgen came back.
Back. Okay.
I tried to show how dark it was outside. It was a very big mistake.
It's okay.
It was so dark it disappeared.
Yeah.
Truly. Just like that.
Disappeared
Got
again.
dark again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boy, that's dark.
That's very dark.
Yeah.
It's so dark he's gone.
That's it. Darkness has overtaken them.
Come back, Jorgen, if you can. If it's not too late.
Well, in Sweden, it's the midnight.
Come over to the light side.
Yeah.
Come to the light. Come to the light.
He's gone to the dark side.
He's trying to come back.
Is he? Okay.
There
we go.
There he is. Don't look any worse for wear.
I like you too.
Wow. So, like, bad internet connection in Sweden, or what?
No, it's my camera that says permanent connection to the computer.
Running low on battery, or
no way.
You didn't feed the squirrel today.
It is in the cable.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Don't let that happen. What happened to poor Peanut?
Peanut
the squirrel, who died last week.
Oh yeah.
He didn't die. He was murdered.
That's true.
Murdered the squirrel.
Oh!
I said murdered, and that killed Jorgen.
He got cable problems. Yeah.
I think he's having issues.
Sorry.
Oh well, happens to the best of us.
What can you do?
At least we're not getting our heavy rain here yet. Getting a
So,
lot
is anybody going out to see Wicked?
No.
Don't think so. No.
The girl in Snow White's been shooting her mouth off, getting everybody ticked off, and everybody's calling for Disney to fire her.
Mm-hmm.
She's been bad mouthing people who voted for Trump, and it's like, okay, whatever, spread more hate, you know.
Yeah.
So she's getting into trouble over that.
I think I saw a YouTube thing that showed that Disney was going to pull the plug on that movie because of that.
Really?
I don't know whether to believe half these.
Well, you know, you just insulted
Good
over
night, Jorgen.
and population. That's going to affect sales. I mean, you know, it's
that's the way it is.
And that's where it is. Yeah, my son has
November 17th,
November 17th, 2024. Yeah, my son has the Disney Plus, so I'll see the Beatles documentary when it comes out. Yes.
Disney's made a bunch of missteps lately. I'm just wondering if, you know, who's in charge there. Maybe they need to be replaced.
Yeah, probably.
They've been really stepping in one landmine.
How dare they get rid of Zippity Doodah?
Or Song of the South.
Well, I saw one clip of this girl. She gets on there and she's talking about the original Snow White, and she's calling Prince Charming a stalker. She says, well, basically the guy was a stalker. It's like, come on,
It was a
what
cartoon.
the hell's wrong with you? Like, honestly, like, it's just like,
Yeah,
the guy's a stalker. It's like,
man.
And now welcome to the celebrity gossip part of our show.
Yes.
It's just unbelievable stuff. These people, their minds are so twisted. Like, who would think of that other than somebody's got a twisted mind to begin with? Like, that's pretty dark. It's just like, unbelievable. Anyway.
I know. Did you see what happened to Joey Heatherton?
No.
What happened to her?
She died.
Oh.
You mean Joey Heatherton? I thought she died years ago.
Yeah, 3 documentaries in 8 years for the Beatles.
Yeah. Ready for another one?
Yeah, we got Beatles 64, and we got John Lennon Borrowed Time, and we got, I'm sure Paul has something, doesn't he?
Making up something else, yeah.
Whatchamacallit?
Well, you know, there's no other musical acts around that are worth talking about, eh?
The Brian Epstein thing just came
Brian
out.
Epstein thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what was it? A couple of years ago, they had all those Beatle releases, and it was like total saturation. It was just gone crazy.
They haven't learned a thing, have they?
Well, I mean, you know, let's soak something out of it and make people sick of it. And, you know, it's like, it's all about money. It's all it is. It's just money.
David,
the collectors will eat it up.
Joy Heatherton is alive.
Get out.
Yeah, she's 80 years old.
I was going to say, I didn't think she had died.
You never hear about her anymore, but.
Well, that's because she's 80 years old.
Here's some more celebrity gossip. Robert De Niro got fired from Warner Brothers. 2 films in which he was going to earn $40 million.
Darn it.
See, again, you know, he's going to punch Trump out, and it's like, all 5 feet of you.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I don't know how many years copyright they've got left.
I mean, these people just don't get it. They just think they're, I don't know. I don't know.
What did they say now?
Nobody wants to hear their viewpoints, right? Nobody cares.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Tony the Tiger.
Yeah, you can send that to Robert De Niro. You might need it in the end.
Wash your mouth out with soap.
That's pretty bad when you lose 2 movies that are going to net you, like, or gross you $40 million. I mean, it's like, okay, well, you must really believe in your political views, you know, like, seriously. It's like, you might want to rethink, you know, expressing them.
I wonder if he needs the money.
People.
I mean, De Niro's a good actor, but he always plays the same character. You know, like, it's sort of like, okay, here's another flavor of Robert De Niro.
Same flavor. It's vanilla.
He gets good scripts. That's just, you know, that's his biggest benefit right there. But I don't know.
We'll just see.
So who's the next James Bond going to be?
I haven't heard. Does anybody else know?
Well, they're really taking their time with it.
Yeah,
Aren't they?
yeah. Like they're gonna.
Do they even have a script?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So I guess-
I don't know. Did all you guys see the last one?
I saw it online. It was okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
It didn't set my world on fire. It was okay.
I think they should just kind of forget it and move on.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's just like,
Doc is a 07. There you go, Doc. You got that car. Doc.
yeah, you got the right car for it. It's black.
The way the world is right now, the next James Bond will be Halle Berry.
And you drink your Yaponic and not
Ticks
stir.
all the boxes.
Yeah.
Don't joke.
Mhm.
It's just like, oh my Lord. I think they realize that they really kind of boxed themselves into a corner now. And they, how do we get out of this one?
Yeah, I thought they were going to get Maggie Smith, but I think it's too late now.
Yeah. We'll have to bring Judith Dench back.
Mhm.
If it'll be an AI Sean Connery or something.
That'll be good. Well, John Cleese was R, or R after Q died. Maybe John Cleese would be a good Bond.
Oh, he was Q. They made him the new Q.
Yeah, Q. Yeah, but he's in his 80s anyway. So.
But then they brought in the young guy to play Q.
Yeah, the young guy after that. So he got too old.
That Robert De Niro, what a
You know,
Jeez.
I don't worry about it. My favorite thing is
Bye-bye.
watch all of the people that are melting down. You know.
Oh, it's hilarious. I'm
yeah.
thoroughly enjoying it. I go online. It's just like all these women who say, "Well, we're gonna be celibate for." It's like, well, yeah, like you had a choice about that.
This didn't work with Joker 2.
Yeah.
It didn't work. And speaking of movies, I suppose I should look and see
What the number one movie is.
Yeah, what's
people are going to see.
Drops at the box office this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Let's
Let's have a look. It's slow coming up, but it's coming.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think anybody will guess what the number one movie of the weekend was.
Don't think so.
No, I don't even know what's out right now.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if I'd heard of it.
I can't say that I've heard of it either. Red One.
What?
Red One.
Yeah, what? Red One.
Red One.
Red.
I heard the sequel was going to be called Blue too, but you know.
Sounds like a.
I read one once. I didn't like it, so I never
it's like
read
a TV show about the emergency hospital. Red One on NBC.
It's 34 million this weekend.
No.
What's it about? Red One. What's that about? Is it a sci-fi or what is it?
I don't know. I don't know what Red One is. I guess we'll have to have our.
Well, I remember they did a movie years ago called The Big Red One, but that was about the first infantry, first U.S. infantry.
Oh, the other one was about Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah, the big dog. Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
What's number two, Doc?
34 million.
What's number two?
Venom 2 or 3 or whatever it
Venom.
was.
Is that the movie about the snake? I guess.
No, that's the kind of Spider-Man half-ass movie.
Oh.
Okay. 127 million over 4 weeks.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's pretty slow at the box office. Although Beetlejuice is still up there, so that makes.
That's even out. It's out in 4K already, and people are still going to the theaters to see it. I don't.
Yeah, well, maybe it's at the dollar theater by now. I don't know, but it's still up there. Everything else.
I can't tell you the last time I went to the theater. Like it's years. Just no reason. Yeah. And we have a really nice one here. It's a Cineplex. It's they designed it to look like a flying saucer. It's called the.
We're getting one of our.
It's a big. It's a really neat. You even have an IMAX in it. And all that sort. It's really nice, but it's like all the crap Hollywood's putting out right now. Like who wants to go? It's just
We're getting
watch YouTube channels and get some education.
One of the ones that closed here over COVID and never reopened. It's
Colossus. They call it the Colossus.
Oh,
Well, it's colossal.
You know, they have a giant, big movie theater over in Norman, and after COVID, I think it opened again, but they're talking about closing it. So people are not getting out, watching
so they
movies.
can stream their things for free.
Yeah.
It's never really picked up after COVID, I don't think.
No.
Right.
When you spend more than 2 years discouraging everyone not to go out and to stay home, guess what they do after that's over? They stay home.
Well, they stream now. They find alternate forms of entertainment, and that's what they're now into.
Yeah.
Stay home and watch Netflix.
Or Netflix or
well, there's so much now that you can watch online. It's like, you can put on your sweats and sit in your favorite chair and, make your own popcorn and actually put butter on it. And,
And it costs a third of the price, if that.
Well, that's the thing.
I've got top secret, and it only cost me $1.
Yeah.
My soft drink didn't cost me $8.
No.
Look at that. Wow. So, but yeah, we're getting one of our big theaters back. They're just renovating it right now, but at least they got the sign up already. Landmark Cinemas.
We just had our last drive-in closed down in the area here this summer. Last one that anywhere near us, and it was just people stopped going.
I don't even think the Tilbury Drive-In's open anymore. They tried that. They had.
He told me about it, so I'd never even heard of the place. Oh, okay, I didn't know we had a drive-in. I guess we don't now.
Yeah, the screen was the size of a billboard.
Yeah.
I don't think too many people went. There it is. What? Oh, I thought that was an advertisement. Oh.
Back in the day, they were everywhere, but it's just nowadays with technology,
Remember back in the day, we used to go to and always put somebody in the trunk so you didn't have to pay for them.
Yeah.
I was the trunk guy.
I'm not paying that extra $1. And then when they tell you to open up the trunk, they kick you all out. It's like
They never kicked us out.
Yeah, I got smuggled into The Exorcist myself.
I don't remember. They didn't let me out of the trunk, so I didn't see the movie. Like, I want to watch the movie.
My wife and I used to bring cans of soda into the movie theater, wait for a loud, and then we could do that. Drink her soda.
Yeah, the people in the snack bar were just listening.
We used to barbecue. I'm not kidding. We bought a portable grill and hot dogs and hamburgers and rolls, and we'd make too many, and then we'd pass them out to anybody that wanted them. The drive-in did not enjoy that at all.
Oh, guys, out of here.
No, we never got kicked out, though. We never got kicked out, but they weren't happy about it.
You just got a stern talking to? Wow.
Not do that again.
Yeah. See those guys over there? All right, get up! Yeah!
But I can remember drive-ins being packed with family, little kids in their PJs.
Yeah.
Oh,
been there, done that.
I was one of those little kids. Oh yeah.
I remember seeing with my parents Bonnie and Clyde at the drive-in.
I saw E.T. at the drive-in.
We watched all sorts of stuff: John Wayne movies, Elvis movies.
Yeah.
We watched half. Yeah, we watched half of Mrs. Brown. You Got a Lovely Daughter, the Hermit's film. You didn't like it, decided to go home. And that's what was playing back then. Yeah.
I think I saw the first Planet of the Apes at the drive-in. I think that was the first one I can remember. And then I remember seeing a double feature of Ben and Willard.
Oh, double rats. Yeah.
Double rats.
Rodents are taking over.
I think the very first movie I saw at a drive-in was Love in a Goldfish Bowl. Like Sandra D or something like that.
Okay.
And my mother wanted to see it. So let's go see this Love in a Goldfish Bowl.
Must have been a big bowl. Must have been like one of your cereal bowls.
Could have been. I don't remember we went to, but I must have fell asleep. I don't.
Yeah.
But they had some cartoons before it. Those
they
are.
had all kinds of good stuff back then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember one of them was a Tex Avery cartoon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, the
One of
show
the ones,
or something.
yeah, one of the ones where you're supposed to be quiet, and if you want to make him, and he'd run up a hill and run back down.
Oh yeah, he stomped on his foot or something. Yeah.
Whatever, stomp on the foot. I still remember that.
I think I remember that commercial. Yeah.
Well, that was a Tex Avery cartoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to get to save the extra popcorn because when we used to go to the drive-in, my mom and dad and I all had our own popcorn. So my mom would never eat all of hers. So I'd keep the popcorn and pour the rest of my dad's and the rest of my mom's and mine all together, a little butter on it, and go home and watch the scary movie after we got back from the drive-in. So that was a treat.
Oh no. I don't remember going to a drive-in. The first movie I saw in a theater was Follow That Bird in 1985. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, technically, the first movie I saw, I didn't see it, but I was asleep, was Psycho. My mom and dad went to see Psycho, and they couldn't get it.
It's a good thing you did fall asleep because you missed the best part.
I know. Well, I was in a little bassinet in the back seat of the car. Yeah, so they were going, and I was asleep in the back seat.
I think the first time I was in a theater, we watched Swiss Family Robinson.
Oh yeah, it's a good film. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's an old one.
And, well, I was young then.
Yeah, that one is one on the Disney Plus that I've seen.
I think that was the first time I'd ever been in a theater.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what my first time was, but I remember they used to re-release things. I remember seeing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in the
back in theaters for the 18th time.
Yeah,
and I actually remember seeing the movie Santa Claus. If anybody knows what that is, it's that Mexican movie with Santa Claus versus the devil. I saw that in theater at some point.
I think I might have saw Oliver at the drive-in. I remember seeing that with I think it was with my folks. I saw that. That might have been at the drive-in too, because that was in the 60s, right? With Oliver, was it Oliver Reed? Yeah, Oliver Reed was in that.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, he was in that. Makes sense. He played
Bill. Wasn't in that, was he?
He played the bad guy. He played Bill.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Oliver. Yeah, I think Jack Wilde was in it as well.
Yeah,
HR Buff and stuff. Yeah.
Santa Claus had someone named Tim Allen in it. I'm not so sure about that because
that's a different.
Different Tim Allen. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Santa Claus with an E on the end. That's not what I'm talking about.
There's Shirley MacLaine.
A Mexican film that got imported to America.
I've heard that.
Dialogue changed, and boom, there's a film. Terrible movie.
Well, you get a piece of paper and a pencil, and you work on that, Ollie Bear.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was just so fun because sometimes they showed two films because I got to see Help and A Hard Day's Night.
Whoa! Bonus.
I went to see Help, and they showed
one movie I nearly fell asleep in. It was so bad. It was Jabberwocky. I went to see that, not at the drive-in, just the movie theater. Me and a buddy and I, we just sat there, and I think both of us nearly fell asleep. God, what a horrible movie!
Yeah, but I do that at home now.
Yeah, me too.
And sometimes on YouTube videos, I'll be watching something else.
I slept through Blade Runner in a theater. Literally the entire movie. Like I saw the first 10 minutes and the last 5 minutes, and the rest of the time I was out the entire movie.
Yeah. It's a really slow moving movie though. I get that.
Yeah.
It's just slow. I remember saying I got a buddy who just loves it, but for me, I thought it was just so slow. It's like, oh God, will somebody do something?
Explosions, please.
And I got up at probably 5:30 in the morning to work, and it was at night, and I was tired. And I didn't want to go. And my friend Ray's like, "We're going," and I went, and I literally slept through the entire film.
Oh yeah, back when I used to go a Saturday morning to the theater, they kept showing the same movie over and over, and so you'd sit through the same movie 3 times.
Oh yeah,
and then show it again, then show it again.
Sure. I remember when Carrie played here. The
yeah.
We sat and watched it again.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what movies used to be once upon a time. They didn't once upon a time they didn't post what time a movie played or anything. You want to go to the movies, you go to the movie. You walk in, you sit down, you figure out what's going on, and then when it gets to that point again, the next time around, you get up and you leave. That's how movies used to be.
Well, that was a movie we said we got to stay and watch that again. So I think that's the only time I remember we sat through a movie twice. Otherwise, like, let's get out of here. This Sergeant Pepper thing with the Bee Gees, let's get out of here.
And Peter Frampton. Probably one of the worst things.
I found the soundtrack to that yesterday.
I bought a cutout soundtrack of it one time.
On TV. I don't think I've ever seen it before. I was going to get it, but I thought, that's a waste of money.
Yeah.
Anybody remember Peter Frampton being on Baba Black Sheep?
Yeah.
No.
One episode, he had really long hair.
Yeah, he was on a different island. He had a radio. They were using
an Australian guy.
Yeah, he was playing an Australian. Yeah. I remember that.
And I said, I guess they didn't make him cut his hair, or he'd been there a while because his hair was down.
Yeah. He looked just like he looked like Peter Frampton.
I'm not getting my hair cut. Hell no. Yeah.
Can't act. But he was really popular. It was just after his live album. So they're trying to promote the show by bringing on Peter Frampton. Okay.
On this island for years, I can't get off. And you help
I can't remember the plot, but they crash landed on his island, or so I can't remember exactly, or they had to rescue him, or I don't know. It was one of those weird things. But
or like Gilligan's Island where he never gets off.
Let's have to see if I can find that episode and watch it again.
He's talking about having a spot of tea or something.
Yeah. He was doing tea, and I remember that. Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. That's true. Look what our country's
become. Guys, sit down. Couldn't see the screen.
Yeah.
Welcome to Theater Talk.
Welcome to Theater Talk with Doc Duggan. And everything was so good back then.
I remember seeing Planet of the Apes in a high school gymnasium.
I mean, but people didn't have any ideas better than they have now. They just executed them better, and it wasn't all about making every single penny you could. I mean, think about it. Think about the guy. Think about Sherwin Schwartz. It's like 1963, and he gets this idea. Hey, let's have people that get stranded on a desert island. There's 7 of them. And then we can have a guest star every week. Think how stupid that idea is. There's 7 people stuck on an island, marooned. Nobody knows where they are, and yet there's a guest star every week.
Nobody's ever going to watch that.
And it's been a rerun staple for decades. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't so stupid. What was stupid is doing them and putting them in a wagon train and having them stranded.
Yeah, the same deal.
Well, I always say Lost in Space is Gilligan's Island in space. It really is. It's the same thing. They're lost in space. They don't know where they are, and yet there's a guest star every week that can't. If they don't help, it's like a Gilligan's Island. They won't help them get found. Same thing. There's been a million since, but I think Gilligan's Island was the first one that.
Yeah.
I mean, when Daniel Defoe wrote, now I can't think of the name of that movie or that book. The hell, Treasure Island? Not Treasure Island. What's that movie?
Robinson
When the guy's
Crusoe?
lost on the island and he has his sidekick.
Robinson Crusoe.
Yeah, Robinson Crusoe. He didn't put other guest stars in it. You know, he didn't add people randomly showing up to the island. You know, you don't do that.
Yeah, but that's the thing where they need to write stories like, oh no, we need another episode. Well, how about if they meet? Fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Like, every show does it.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what.
The idea
I
when
need a
you're
guest
there,
star.
I mean, so then you got to come up with an excuse for those people not to take them with them when they leave every week. Which, you know, how many excuses can there be? Well, apparently 3 seasons worth.
Well, 99 episodes, yeah.
Think how many times they threatened to leave Dr. Smith on whatever planet.
Yeah, they always.
We're not taking you with us. We're not. And of course, yes. And then at the end, oh.
Yeah,
You can come back.
Yeah, that sad music. Okay, you can come back. Yeah. Have to go. Oh! Yeah. A scream or two.
He never did that. That's a misconception.
I could never figure out when Mr. Robinson and Mrs. Robinson got what do you call it?
Romantic?
I can't think of words anymore. They got suspended from the show.
Oh yeah, for acting.
And then there was those episodes without them.
Mm-hmm.
Why Don didn't just kill Dr. Smith while he had the opportunity? I'll never know.
Well, I mean, because Guy Williams retired from Hollywood after Lost in Space.
Yeah, well.
Except for a couple of game shows, he moved to Argentina.
But he said, "I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
If this is what's going to happen when I get a."
So they got suspended, the two of them.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. I forget what happened, but he hated Dr. Smith. Well, I forgot his name, but he hated him because he was supposed to be the star of the show, and suddenly everybody's tuning in to see Dr. Smith, and he never liked that. And he got June Lockhart to go along with him, and he did some stuff. They did some stuff together. I don't remember what. And they got suspended for a few weeks. And there's a few shows with them not in it. They're off exploring somewhere, looking for something ostensibly or blah, blah, blah. And the mom and dad aren't there for, I don't know how many episodes, like a month's worth or something like that.
And you were paid for it.
Mm-hmm. I bet there were.
Yeah,
because crap. Mrs. June Lockhart. June Lockhart in things, and we got suspended and got paid. That's great.
Yeah. They didn't like doing the show anyway, so they weren't mad about it. They were like, "Good, we don't have to come here for a while."
Like we got to sit at home and got paid for it. It was great. She loved it.
Yeah, well, Guy maybe he
Yeah.
wanted to be Zorro again or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know, I've heard interviews with Dr. Smith, who was just like he hated that happened. You know, he's like, it was supposed to be his show, but he blamed me, and it wasn't my fault that my character. I just did what they told me. You know, it's not my fault that suddenly my character's taken over the show. That has nothing to do with me. He's like, I tried to make peace with the man for so long, and he just wouldn't have it. You know, he's like, so okay, but you know,
I think Dr. Smith was the precursor to Frank Burns from MASH.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not a MASH watcher. I wouldn't really know.
I like the earlier MASH episodes. The later ones I didn't care about. Mm-hmm. I know what he's talking about. A lot of ways. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
but that's the way it was.
Poor Dr. Smith.
Mm-hmm.
There was a thread on Facebook about reusing props because they
were famous for that.
Yeah, because they reused a Gilligan robe in a Gilligan's Island episode.
I just saw that today.
Star Trek. Yeah,
I just saw that today. Somebody sent me that.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
lots of the Star Trek monsters wound up on Lost in Space.
Oh yeah, and Voyage to the Bottom of the
there's
Sea.
a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Spend more money than you have to. We got them.
Yeah,
I mean, even Robbie the robot wound up on Lost in Space. I mean, twice. Okay.
And that giant spider that was on the episode of Lost in Space, wound up on a Gilligan's Island episode with the pigeon.
Twice.
A couple of times.
They were rented from that Jonas Prohaska guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
They're famous for big spiders and gorilla costumes and whatnot. The big bird costume.
Nobody ever talks about it, but I guarantee there's some sets that were on it Lost in Space.
Oh yeah,
probably on Star Trek first. I guarantee there must have been.
Oh yeah, the It's About Time set was the redress of the lagoon. With some dry ice and makes a little story.
That was the backlot of Paramount, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they made the lagoon in the parking lot or something.
Yeah.
So like if they pointed the camera a certain way, like you could see downtown LA or something.
Yeah.
Like, whoops. You gotta be careful which way you point that camera.
Yeah, and they said they interviewed one of the people in Gilligan's Island. They said after a little bit that lagoon water would start to stink.
Yeah,
they would have to put new water in. Yeah, get stagnant.
It was stagnant and it was cold.
Yeah.
So like when they diving in that lagoon, it was like blah, like cold. Even Natalie Schaefer was in that. And she was like 60-something years old.
She was in her 60s.
What?
She was about 15 years older than Jim Backus. Because Jim Backus was in his early 50s and Natalie Schaefer was in her mid 60s. Yeah. Natalie Schaefer was born in 1900.
But they worked well together, though.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
And Natalie Schaefer didn't want to do that show. She, oh no, we went to series. Oh no.
She was one of the weakest character, though. Like you could have thrown her away and you wouldn't have.
No.
Right.
No.
No, she was.
I like everyone on Gilligan's Island. Everybody.
I didn't think she added anything to it. She could have disappeared.
No.
And she retired, and I gave her a big check to come back for the reunion movie. Sure.
Yeah, she came. She couldn't have hated it too much, but she came back.
Oh, she likes money.
She came back.
I mean, who else was throwing money at her back then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you can't get rid of Lovey.
Oh, I could do it easy.
They were all indispensable.
I know.
She was indispensable when they made the Dusty's Trail. They should have had the Howell character.
Yeah, well, it was a rich cowboy because it was the cowboy days instead of the.
Yeah, well, he was a rich banker from Boston.
Ivor Francis, Jeannie Francis is dead, and then one of the girls from Petticoat Junction was in Dusty's Trail. Two of them. Yeah, Laurie Saunders and
the first
the other girl, the girl.
The first
Janine
Riley, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got nothing against the casting really, because they were all good. But it's just so obvious that it's a Gilligan's Island redo.
Oh yeah.
You know, but the cast was fine.
Yeah.
I liked them for what. If they were to redo Gilligan's Island, well, of course, that Bob Denver again.
Yeah.
But, like Forrest Tucker would have been fine as a. Although he never waxed them with the hat. He never did that. No.
But you watch the black and white episodes of Gilligan's Island, and they really had chemistry, Bob and Alan. It was almost like Abbott and Costello, you know.
No, they were more like crap. Lauren Hardy.
Yeah. Because he'd do a slow burn, look at the camera.
He looked at the camera.
Yeah, constantly. You know. But they had real good chemistry together.
There was nobody on Gilligan's Island I didn't like.
If you've ever seen the black and white episodes, oh man, yeah, they hit the ground running. And some of them were kind of dumb, but some of them, like there's an episode with a Japanese sailor, and Vito Scotti.
Did you just say some of them were dumb?
Right. It was a hit show for 3 years. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but by the third season they were back.
Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dream sequences. And
some of the Gilligan's Island episodes were dumb.
They were.
No.
They had a double for Mr. Howell, a double for Gilligan, and a double for Ginger. Well, you know, what are they going to do next?
Yeah, but every show does that when they run out of. Let's do doubles.
Let's do.
They said double.
Yes. We have Marianne hit her head and thinks she's Ginger, and
she got more fan mail.
One of my favorite episodes, if you ever seen it, the first episode of season 3, Gilligan thinks she's a vampire, and it's I'm you know I have to sit my food down. Because Tina Louise looks great as a vampire wife. Yeah, just if you ever see it, it's something
Tina
else.
Louise didn't want to be there, but she still.
No, but she was a trooper.
Yeah, she was a trooper. Good word. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Something about she did one nude scene or something, or said she was going to do a nude scene.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was up on the catwalks and stuff.
Oh, watching her. Oh, yeah.
Here comes Tina Louise. And she didn't do it. She's like,
But she had a busy career after Gilligan. She was in all sorts of things.
She was?
All sorts of, oh, yeah.
I thought Gilligan ruined her career.
Oh, no. Oh, no. She was in, I think I saw her on an episode of It Takes a Thief, the Robert Wagner series, and then Cannon and Police Story and Barnaby Jones. And even a Love Boat. She showed up everywhere. Well, I
remember on Love Boat. I remember she was there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did she?
She went on the boat because of her experience. You know.
I was going to say that was sneak.
I was going to say, did she make it off the boat or was she stranded?
Oh, she did. She got.
She did get off the boat. Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know.
No, she had a really good career after Gilligan.
That should have been the plot for that one. She gets left behind on whatever island they went to.
Yeah.
Or she could have been on Fantasy Island and then she gets left there with them.
Fantasy Island, yeah. And I know her. I was such and such and have some of the
last episode of Fantasy Island, Ginger Grant comes to the island.
Ginger Grant comes to the island. Yeah.
Whatever his name, Ricardo Montalban sells the island and him and Tattoo leave and she's there all alone.
Yeah. Her quarters are a bamboo hut.
Yeah, that's right. Because, they had written scripts for season 4 and Gilligan was canceled to make for room for Gunsmoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you can't believe these videos that say, look, this is the scene of Bewitched that got the thing canceled.
No.
That's not how it works.
I read somewhere where Tina Louise is going to be rescued if there was a season 4 and they have another girl that
happened to wash up.
Yeah, happened to wash up.
It's not hard to get there, apparently.
No. or why couldn't you just replace the character
that visited them while they were there? It can't be that hard to get to.
It's like the Hotel California. You can check out anytime you want.
You never leave. Yeah.
Yeah, but back then shows could just replace an actor like Darren or whatever, so they could have had the part of
that still happens sometimes.
You guys watch, like, why don't they just replace actors? Like when Kevin Costner left Yellowstone, like, just recast them. Like, why do you have to
people can't believe that anymore.
Rewrite the story kind of thing. It's just recast the bloke. I mean, what's the deal? What's the problem?
I know.
They're doing soap operas all the time, like
when the guy that plays Black Panther died, they went all, what do we do? What do we do? I said, just recast the damn thing.
What's the problem?
there was a problem.
Batman.
They still do sometimes. In Harry Potter.
Batman's.
In Harry Potter, Dumbledore died. So what did they do? They just
Replaced
Oh yeah.
yeah, you know, it still happens sometimes.
Yeah, but not as often as it ought to be.
Well, it seems like they get all tied up in a knots doing these things. Oh, we can't do the show without Kevin Costner. Well, why not? Just recast him. Like put somebody else in there. Like,
Bring in Dom DeLuise. Easy.
you know, get while they were talking about bringing Matthew McConaughey into one of these Yellowstone things, is just bring Kevin McConaughey in. Like, who cares? Like, just keep going. It's not like these people are real, you know. It is TV, you know. We understand that.
So some people just like, who's that? That's not Kevin Costner. I don't know.
They forget all about it, you know. It's like unbelievable.
We had 3 different cat women.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
We
3
did.
different Mr. Freezes.
3 Mr. Freezes. 2 Riddlers.
2 Riddlers.
2 Lone Rangers.
Yeah, see,
The 2 Lone Rangers. Although you could barely tell in the Lone Rangers. I saw
recognize his voice.
And you could barely tell. They got a dead ringer for him with that mask on, and even his voice was the same. You really couldn't tell that it wasn't Clayton Moore.
Yeah, he's easy peasy. Just recast a thing, and people will understand.
Well, I guess the one like they're talking about doing a 4th Star Trek with the Calvin line thing, and I guess the big thing is, well, what do you do about Chekhov, right? Well, recast him. Like, just just keep going. Like, put another character. It's not like it was a major character in the series. It's like just recast him, you know. But I don't know.
And the part of Chekhov will now be played by Gilbert Gottfried.
Well, they used to do that in the soap operas, right? It's
No, I mean, all the time.
Anyway,
We're stupid. Hollywood is stupid.
Nowadays, back then, probably not, but yeah.
No, they're still stupid.
Oh, you got 2 of them.
2 of them? What?
No, look. I'm doing this for a reason.
Recasting.
There's 2
Oh
different
yeah,
Chris's.
2. Oh yeah, 2.
There's 2 different Chris's.
Yeah, 2 different Chris's.
People will not be able to tell the difference.
2 different Chris's. Come on.
Well, that was a minor character, right? So who cares? I mean, see, the problem with that is you couldn't recast David Cassidy. Like,
no,
that would have been a problem, you know.
But they could get Bobby Sherman and say he's.
Well, he was on. Remember, he was on an episode of the Partridge Family. Remember? Yeah, he had a partner. And they were becoming musicians, and that was going to be. I think that was going to be a spinoff.
Yeah. It was.
It was a spinoff.
Getting together.
Oh
yeah.
Well, I remember Bobby Sherman was the it boy before David Cassidy came along, right?
Yeah, he was on Shindig.
Yeah.
Him and
he was on all the teen magazines, and then David Cassidy kicked him off. You know, he kind of was next.
Donna Loren, him and Donna Loren were like the singers for Shindig, and they would. They didn't get the stars. Those 2 would each have a couple songs an episode. They would sing the
cover version songs. Yeah.
I think Donna Loren tried to kill Burt Ward.
Oh, did she?
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Came out with a knife or something.
No, they got her when Batman came out on DVD. They got her to promote it. She was one of the big promoters. But
oh, really?
I was Facebook friends with her. So I got all of that.
Batman. Yes. I think it's only Burt Ward and Julie Newmar left. Rick 9G, and he's major character has died, and he points at some henchman of the Riddler. It's like nobody remembers that. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thug number 4.
Thug,
Thug
yeah,
number
basically.
4
Yeah.
died.
Thug number 2 in a Riddler episode. He died. Major character in Batman died. Watch this episode. Rick 9G.
Yeah, only one of the Addams family cast is still alive, and the Munsters, other than Butch Patrick, the actress that played Marilyn is still alive, I think, or one of them.
She'd be quite old now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they only show Pat Priest these days.
Yeah.
Beverly Owen.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So it's all the kids. You know, like I see a lot of what's his name from My Three Sons, or the Ernie guy.
Oh yeah, Stanley Livingston.
No, Stanley was Chip. The other.
No, Jerry Livingston, or somebody else.
No.
The Livingston kid.
Barry
Livingston. Okay.
Barry
was a dummy.
Like he's doing a lot of
Mm-hmm.
like remembrances by Barry Livingston on My Three Sons. I hated Bub. James
He wasn't on there when Bub was there. He didn't go there till after Uncle Charlie was there.
He was Chip's friend.
I know he was Chip's old friend, but the original head, Tim, got married, and Bub went off to Ireland, I think, and they got Uncle Charlie, and there were only 2 sons, and Chip had a little friend named Ernie, and their dad adopted him, and then it was
he was Chip's friend. Ernie was Chip's friend, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought he was on before they adopted him.
I thought so too.
He may have been, but I don't remember.
Around before they actually adopted him.
Yeah, but there's things on YouTube with Barry Ross.
Why was it called My Three Sons if he only had 2 sons?
Well, they had the third one, but he wasn't
They have a third
around.
son, adopted son. See, and then what's his name wasn't there the last year. Don Grady. He left the show. Yeah, no, not
Don Grady was. Don Grady was originally the second son.
Yeah, the second son. Mm-hmm.
He was one older, and then he just disappeared. I don't know what happened to him.
Got written out somehow.
What was his name? The oldest, Mike. Wasn't his name Mike? Mike Douglas.
I think his name was Tim. Oh, the actor was named Tim.
Yeah, but wasn't it Mike? Was it not the oldest son's name?
I don't remember. His name was
Tim.
No, the middle son was named Robbie, I think.
Yeah,
Robbie and Chip and Ernie. But then the original oldest son,
Mike, Robbie, and Chip.
Mike and Robbie, and
it was Mike Douglas.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened to him. He went and got his own show.
Yeah. Yeah.
He moved to Philadelphia. Show. The Mike Douglas show.
Came on every day just before Dinah Shore.
I remember those early episodes.
We're up against Merv Griffin. Yeah.
Those early episodes. He wasn't on for too many of them, if I recall. He was only around for a short time.
A few.
But he was the original oldest son.
It was a Don Feddersen production, so it sucked anyway.
I always thought it was so, like Ed McMurray, I thought was boring. He was just so dry, and he was so vanilla. It was ridiculous.
No, the best thing about My Three Sons was the theme song.
Yeah.
I want to watch the theme song.
In the 40s, Fred McMurray was a leading man.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't want to watch anything.
The theme song, yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought Fred McMurray was just so, he was just like, does he have a pulse, you know?
He's dull. That's why they've.
He used to call him Dead McMurray, but anyway.
Okay, we have some stats here. Frawley, 65. Barry. Oh, Barry started in 63. That was Ernie.
Okay, we may have them.
So like Ernie and Bub did meet.
I remember Ernie being around before he was adopted.
Okay,
He was Chip's friend.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was around for quite a while before he actually brought him into the family.
Right.
And how convenient that it was the other Livingston brother. Like, hey, we.
Yeah, he's a younger brother. I got a younger brother and bring him in. Yeah.
Has anybody ever pointed out that in like 1965 it was pretty near impossible for a single man to adopt a child?
Mhm.
Bruce Wayne did it.
It is Hollywood after all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, children always went with mothers. If there was a single parent, it was a
Yeah.
mother 100% of the time.
Mhm.
Uncle Bill did it.
Yeah, he did. He was your nephew. He was your
Uncle
uncle.
Bill did it with three.
Mm-hmm.
Three of them.
Yeah, but they weren't adopted. He was literally their uncle, I think, and that's a different thing than being able to adopt somebody.
Yeah, the original. I think Buffy and Jody's parents were killed in a car crash. I believe.
I don't remember.
I believe. Will you stop?
My Three Sons was on for 12
Oh
years.
yeah. Because
Almost as long as
Fred
I've been here.
yeah, Fred McMurray character got married, and then they had a young daughter. His wife had a young daughter.
That's
So it was
right.
My Three Sons plus a daughter.
It's a blonde woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the
Beverly
father?
Dodie.
Beverly Garland played his wife.
Chip was the father.
Yeah, the ship.
Ah.
The sordid life of the
Sordid
Douglas.
life. Interesting stuff. We had an interesting show today.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm surprised they didn't do a documentary on the My Three Sons.
We'll make one for,
Yeah, we'll
for
probably
you.
one out there.
We could do one. Well, we don't know. We'll just make it up.
That's how it works. With an
That's what
AI
people do on YouTube after all.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, so hey, people, join us on Thursday when we talk about TV shows with outrageous plots and people who don't get recast or should have been recast, blah blah blah, all that kind of
Another
stuff.
nondescript nonsense.
Pretty much. So like, come back next time to do some more of this stuff. So good night, everybody. Bye.